fought him last time, but that was Neil on short notice. We have seen time and time again when Neil Magny has a training camp, when Neil Magny has time to prepare you.
Retro. Retro.
Welcome to FU Sports on FU TV. We're watching UFC. Which UFC is this, Bob? UFC 297. It's on the fucking screen, all right? Fighters are in the ring right now. Let's get into this.
Well, aren't you feeling zesty there, Foo?
Yes.
Ready to go with our featured bout in the welterweight division. Tail the tape brought to you by VeChain, the official blockchain of UFC. Neil Magny in a familiar spot as underdog. He's 36. Mike Malott, 30.
Neil Magny is the underdog in this fight. It's surprising. Fighting the Canadian.
A 7-inch advantage.
All
All right, now for the intros. Back inside to Bruce Buffer.
right. Let's set the mic, Bob. Speak.
This fight is 3 rounds.
Speakity, 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 speak. Speakity, 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 speak.
All right.
Fighting out of the blue corner.
Okay, we got Bruce Buffer in the ring.
Holding professional record, 10 wins.
Calling out the fighters, as you can see.
One draw. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at
Show you a little flash there.
pounds.
Don't want to show them too much. We'll get we'll get flagged.
Again.
Yes, again. Yesterday we got flagged many times.
And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a big martial artist, holding professional.
Testing my mic, my bell over here.
12 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 171 pounds. Fighting.
I'm just gonna listen to a little bit of this.
USA, the Haitian sensation, Neil Magny.
Haitian sensation of Magny.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Kevin McDonald. Final assignment of the night.
Gotta fix the sound on it. That has no sound, that thing.
Chrissy Blair still with a little bit of work to do. Thank you.
All right, there it is. All right. Did I just freeze this up? Hopefully my button isn't freezing up the card. So I just pressed one of the buttons and the card froze up. All right, give me 1 second. Gotta fix this shit. You really just got to get like a cable box in here or something so I could do these things, because this is kind of unreliable. All right, just give me a second. Bear with me. Bear with me.
You and your
Our
seconds.
dogs are barking. All right. Yes. We're going into round number 1. I'm just trying to get the shit to work again. I just pressed the button and it locked up my my browser, which is awesome. All right. So, Bob, how's your day been? We can't just like have dead air here.
It's been pretty cold. It's been around 14 degrees today. That is Fahrenheit, not Celsius.
Yes.
Snowing. Very aesthetically appealing day, but damn nipply out there.
Yeah, it's pretty cold. It felt like it was below 0.
Well, with the wind chill, it's definitely colder, but it's... I mean, 14 degrees is plenty cold enough. Thank you very much.
All right, see if I can get this shit back on. Still trying to get.
So
this
what do
back
you know
on.
about the fighters fighting in this event?
All I know is Neil Magny.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen him fight
this
before.
I've seen Strickland fight and all that. Some of the other fighters.
So where are we in the card?
Where we have I think 4 fights left. I have to look.
Position that they're on the defensive.
All right, our dogs are going crazy. Let me lower this music. Okay, so we got Neil Magny. He's kind of taking steps back, just standing his ground. He is the underdog right now, which is surprising. This guy's kind of a new jack he's fighting right now.
So why do you think he's the underdog?
I mean, they have him set as the underdog.
No, I understand that, but do
I
you
don't
have
know.
any
I
idea
don't
why?
think he is. I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't really know anything about this guy he's fighting. Malott. Neil Magny, just very stiff feet, very stiff footwork, just plodding forward. Malott isn't really doing much of anything either. He just hit him with a teep kick to the shin.
That is Malott hit Magny with a teep kick to the
There's
shin.
a nice head kick from Malott, but it didn't land. Neil Magny's got Malott in the clinch. He's pushing him up against the fence. Some little short, little punches to the side of the head on the inside from Magny. Magny's pressed up against the fence. Malott's just pushing forward, not really landing anything. He's going for a double leg right now. All right, I'm going to play some music for a second. Hey, Bob, can you call it out? I'm going to go get that dog and throw her out of there. I can't listen to barking this whole time. Okay, call
Magny
it out, Bob.
Magny is the aggressor. He's coming at Malott with some punches. Now Malott is throwing the leg kicks again. It looks like Malott's strategy is primarily kick-based so far in round one. Trying to keep Magny at range, although I believe, if I recall from the tail of the tape, that Malott actually has the reach advantage. So that's odd. All right. Both men are just sizing each other up in the middle of the ring. Some feints from Malott. He is feinting a knee kick. Oh, he just threw a leg kick. It didn't land. It looks like he's trying to keep Malott away from him. They just exchanged some shots, but nothing substantial. Malott's returning to the leg kicks.
Yeah, there's a nice little leg kick from Malott there to Neil Magny. Neil Magny just kind of plodding forward, kind of an outreached hand, with an open hand, similar to John Jones. I just smashed my damn foot. What is this? Neil Magny throwing a big leg kick, completely misses, off balance. Very, very slow, sluggish kind of first round here. Both fighters just standing there in the middle of the ring, not a lot going on. Again, Neil Magny outstretched hand, open palm, nothing on it. Gets hit with a pretty nice leg kick there. Malott hurt Neil Magny there at the end of the first round. Okay. See if my bell works. All right, we come to the end of the first round. All right, Bob, we're going to score this one. What do you think? We didn't get to watch the whole round. It looked like Malott got a pretty good leg kick at the end around. He hurt Neil Magny pretty bad.
Well, I mean, his strategy for the entire round seems to have been keeping him at range with kicks. Magny tried to close the distance a few times with strikes, but Malott was keeping him at bay with kicks. So I would give it to Malott because he managed to control the pace and the location of the fight. So he was keeping Magny away.
It looked that way to me, too. Yeah.
Drop your level. Put your head to the center of his chest and start working. Get him off balance. Make it work. He doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to be there.
When you commit to your attack, it works every time.
Let's go, Neil. Be active. You be first. Follow it up.
All right, going into round number 2. I'm just setting our scores right now.
Calf kick there lands. Another one. He's going.
All right, they're showing a replay of the leg kick right now.
Painful on that nerve.
It's a big leg kick, like I told you guys. It looked like it hurt a bunch. Going into round number 2 here.
Fight.
Neil Magny still looking like that leg's hurting. Okay, Neil Magny pressing forward. Kind of little push jab, nothing on it. Throws a right leg kick from Neil Magny that is checked for Malott. Malott's just backing up. Just pawing out. Nothing thrown. He's feinting a leg kick there from Malott. Throws 2 little touch jabs. Nothing on it. There's a nice little straight right hand from Malott. The commentator seemed to like it, but it didn't land. Neil Magny still pressing forward. There's a nice little short right hand from Neil Magny. Neil Magny's getting real aggressive right now. And he's really long too. If he was to use his reach, he'd be doing a lot better right now. All right, Neil Magny getting pushed back by a teep kick. Malott standing his ground in the middle of the ring. The monster. He's on the monster, bro. There's a leg kick from Malott that misses. Malott just taking steps back. Neil Magny pressing forward. He eats a little short right hand. Neil Magny eats the short right hand. Neil Magny throws a deep kick to the body. It like touches. Neil Magny's got some weird hair, huh, Bob?
It sure does.
Kind of balding there. It's like balding, but with dreads. There's a nice little body shot from Merlot. Looks a little like the Predator in a way.
He does, although he's getting taken down. He's getting his legs chopped down by Malott, so...
All right, so Merlot's taking Neil Magny down. Neil Magny's on his back. Merlot on top. He's trying to pass. Trying to get to a full mount. All right, I'll be right back. Come here.
What is going on?
He tries to let you take half guard, come up to a single leg, and they just attack your neck.
All right, Neil Magny's pressing forward. Malot's moving back. Thanks for the play-by-play there. Malott lands a decent little leg kick. Malot's got Neil Magny in a clinch. Neil Magny's been taken down again. It's like some short left hook there on the ground. Neil Magny's getting dominated right now.
Every time Magny comes into the clinch, you can see that Malott is trained there. He knew he was going to be pushed into the clinch.
Neil Magny's on his back right now. Merlot's on top.
That time he went inside out triple was beautiful.
Merlot isn't landing anything. He's just kind of laying on top of Neil Magny. Sorry, guys. We're just having a lot of issues here because our dogs are making a lot of sounds.
I'm eating a lot of shots here and he's keeping.
So I'm trying to keep them from getting their barks into the microphones, but it's kind of hard in our house. We have a lot of dogs. Neil Magny's on top. Merlot's on top. He just throws a short elbow on Neil Magny. Neil Magny's Merlot's got complete control over Neil Magny right now.
Shoulder, all that weight digging into the
He's on top. He can't really land anything solid, but he's got looks like he's trying to get some kind of he said he was going to try to get some kind of ankle lock.
It's just so hard to keep on.
Neil Magny's kicked Merlot up. He's back up on his feet. Neil Magny's just throwing a bunch of up kicks. And Merlot's back on top of him. Now he's in full mount.
Side mount straight to mount.
Yeah, this is definitely not a Neil Magny round. He's getting dominated here.
Magny lay flat on his back, kicking his legs instead of turning to a hit.
All right, we got Merlot's on top, just raining down punches. Nice. He's trying to get a choke, it looks like.
Yep, he's trying to bridge him off of him. I think Malot's got him just far enough to where he can't buck and bridge off the side of the octagon.
Grabbing that far hand. Look how his
Merlot throwing a left, it looked like a hook to the back of the head.
hand control is so key in these positions, and Malot's winning that battle.
Yeah, Malot's got the under, the arm on the bottom.
Merlot's in a full mount. Raining down punches. You can't really land anything solid.
You want your hips as high up on his chest as you can get.
Is that a legal
elbows to
blow?
the back of the head, yeah. That didn't look legal. Merlot was laying it down. Elbows looked like to the back of the head. And Merlot's in a dominant position. He's on top. Raining down with little punches. There's another rabbit punch from Merlot from the top. There's another back of the head shot from Merlot. There's multiple rabbit punches.
Is that legal?
No, it's not. He's landing a lot of illegal rabbit punches.
Why isn't the ref doing anything?
He's an idiot. I don't know. The ref's not seeing all these rabbit punches, or he doesn't care. Merlot's Magny's in the full mount. We'll come to the end of the second round. All right, we're gonna lock in our scores right now, real quick. We're gonna listen to the corner. It's already audio's already on there.
You feel unfading. You got this last round, Neil. Let's put the pressure on you.
What do you got for this round,
Can't
Bob?
hang with you in the long run.
I've got a Malott, although I don't really like the dirty stuff. Although, given the position, it's possible he didn't realize he was punching him in the back of the head. I don't think it was malicious, because he really kind of couldn't see. But the ref should have stopped him or warned him.
He should have. He should have warned him.
Right underneath the lead jab and then follows up beautifully. Look at this takedown.
I'm kind of surprised because I feel like I wasn't expecting this Malott person to be as dominant.
Yeah, but they had him as the they had Magny as the underdog in this fight, so obviously somebody knew that it was going to turn out this way. I got Magny losing the first 2 rounds. Just give me one moment. I'm fixing the microphone here. Bob's mic is speaking a lot. We're going to round of 3. Daniel Cormier won't shut the fuck up.
All right, third and final round, Mike.
All right, so we got Magny pressing forward, Malad moving back. He's against the fence. Malad shoots in for a. He's got him in a clinch. He's taking Magny down again. Again, he's in the full mount. Malat's in the full mount. Looks like the people making the bookies making the predictions got it right. It looks like Magny's not gonna. He might actually get choked out right now. Malat's going for look like a guillotine. Now he's in a half guard. Magny's scrambling to try to get back to his feet. All right, now they're both up again. Magny's got Merlot pushed up against the fence. Magny throwing some short hooks there. It's not looking good for Magny. He needs a knockout. We have him losing. Me and Bob got it a clean sweep for Malott so far. Malott's now got he's got Magny's back against the fence. It's not looking good for him, man.
And he's trying to take Magny down again.
There's a single leg.
Well, it's currently just a really aggressive hamstring stretch.
He had a single leg and he tripped Magny. This is how many times has Magny been put on his back already?
I think this is like the 3rd time.
Yeah. Malott's in a full guard.
With his left foot, he kept driving into him to put him down.
And Malott with a short hook. He's got Magny on the ground. We got 3 minutes and 28 seconds left in the 3rd round. This doesn't look good. Not a very good fight either. It's a very one-sided fight. Wasn't too big into all the illegal blows that Merlot was landing on the last round, but he is definitely winning, that's for sure. Okay, I'm gonna see if my mic is too low. It looks like maybe I lowered it too much.
Malott has just been very, very dominant this entire time. Like the whole fight, he's been incredibly dominant.
Yes, that was the prediction, right, that they had. So that's like I said, it's turning out exactly what they thought it was going to be. Merlot's on top still. Nothing's changed. It's just that, it's kind of boring. He's just got Magny on his back. Merlot's not really throwing anything big. He's just kind of laying on Magny. Merlot's he's postured up, and now Magny's hitting him with some up kicks. Nothing on it. It looks like it's just going to end up being a decision win for Malott.
Yeah.
But we have 2 minutes and 24 seconds left in the 3rd round.
Is this a 3-rounder or
yes.
is it a 5-rounder?
Yeah, this is a 3-round fight.
All things considered, minimizing the damage. As yet, no submission attempts.
Malott still on top. Nothing exciting really. It's just kind of a lay and pray kind of situation right now. It looks like Malott's just dominating Magny on the ground. There's no strikes, just kind of touches, and he's just holding Magny down. Magny's getting up now. Magny's going for a takedown. Looks like Malott's going for a guillotine. Magny slammed Malott down. Malott's down on his back. Magny's on top. Magny attempting to do some ground and pound here. He landed a couple little short punches. He really needs to rain it down on him because he's only got 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Magny's looks like Malott's trying to get an ankle lock, some kind of ankle submission. He looks like he almost got it. He's in the early stages of it. He might actually get it. Magny's in an ankle lock.
I haven't seen one of these before.
No, I mean, it happens every once in a while. A lot of jiu-jitsu guys consider these ankle positions, these ankle subs, as being like cheap. Neil Magny's back on top. We got 28 seconds left in the 3rd round.
I think Malott still has his leg in a weird position.
What'd you say, Bob?
I thought Malott still had his leg, but I just saw he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have it anymore. He lost it. Magny's now got a full mount. They're saying Malott is tired. Malott is eating a lot of little short punches from Magny. Magny's got Malott spread out on his back. It's not looking too good for Malott.
Man.
He might actually go out. This is kind of crazy. Malott better defend himself. Malott's trying to turn back to his... he's trying to get back on his back. Malott's in a full mount. There's a rabbit punch from Magny. That's a big old rabbit punch. He got 20 seconds left. He got to defend himself. Wow. And
Well,
Neil
that was a
Magny's-
surprise.
Neil Magny has you got a, what would you call that, Bob? That wasn't a TKO.
I think that was a TKO.
Yeah,
That's
it was
a
referee-
stoppage.
referee stoppage. I don't think it was the right thing to do for the ref to do that because Malott was clearly winning the fight. And they stopped the fight on a lot of baby punches. And that Magny did land a lot of rabbit punches there. Right?
Yeah, but I mean, Malott was just getting slammed in the face over and over and over and over and over
Let's hear
again.
it some of this.
No idea what to do. Let's watch it. Right here, you see Neil Magny go double leg. Malott tries to take a guillotine. When Magny slams him, he loses the guillotine. Now, if you're Mike Malott, all you got to do is survive here. You're winning 2 rounds. Magny gets to the mount and just starts to drop hammers on it. Constant, just punching. Malott had no clue or no idea what to do. They had 12 seconds left in this fight, and Mike Malott would still be undefeated. He's still laying down in the middle of the octagon, guys.
And thankfully, Kevin McDonald intervened, and there's the reaction. Christian Allen, Joseph Fritz, Jared McCluskey. Great job by Christian Allen, longtime chief corner of Neil Magny, centering his guy after round 2. And Mike Malott always says, and he's a quote machine, right? Martial arts as honest reflection. He's got a lot to work with here after being humbled by Neil Magny tonight.
Yeah, you try to force the finish. You put that pressure on you. You've got to have reality. These are some of the best athletes in the world. And if you force the finish, sometimes you can gas yourself out. That looked like Mike Malott was just trying so hard to get it that he had nothing left at the very end, and Neil Magny took advantage.
All right, to make it official, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kevin McDonald has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 45 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, the Haitian Sensation!
All right, so we got Neil Magny, got the TKO win, right, Bob?
Yep. And it looks like, given the fact that they've got all that ice on Malott's face, he might have some like structural damage to his face.
Yeah, I mean, there weren't big punches. There were like a lot of baby punches, I thought. A lot of soft, nothing too big.
We're in these fights now with these young up-and-comers, and they almost dismiss you.
Both guys hitting each other with a lot of rabbit punches. It wasn't too big into that.
Like that where
Seemed like a lot of rabbit punches to me.
that you have done this to countless of these up-and-comers.
Oh, for sure. I mean, this one I feel like Vin Diesel. I'm just switching to that final gear, saying too soon to the young bucks. I can do this all day.
Let's take a look at your work up here, Neil. Neil, you get the takedown. Once you start to out-grapple him, you just start to let it fly. You were
He was kind of lucky. He really was.
record for wins in the welterweight division. I mean,
The only reason I think he really got it is because Malott kind of gave it to him. Like he set that shit up. And also, I mean, the guy wasn't out. Look at it. He ends it with a rabbit punch. Like, I don't think the ref needed to stop it.
But I also think that it takes a degree of experience to see that opening and go for it.
I mean, he just basically rained down a bunch of little punches. He landed a lot of little punches, and they ended the fight.
And if you did have Neil Magny by knockout or TKO on DraftKings Sportsbook, paid out plus.
All right. We're going to listen to a little bit of this.
You had that foresight. Congratulations. Huge win in a career full of them for Neil Magny. Star Power Octagon side tonight. Dan Bilzerian with us here for UFC 297. Also with us, Bilal. Remember the name Muhammad. Likely to get his title shot announced in the weeks to come. Also with us tonight, the greatest of all time, Amanda Nunes, alongside her wife and 2 daughters. All right, folks, coming up next, we'll see if Raquel Pennington.
Isn't Amanda Nunes retired?
Nunes, of course, was the world champ when
No idea. Yes, I think she is retired, yeah.
Now that belt is vacant. The contenders are salivating, and with 5-fight winning streak in tow, Colorado's Rocky is beyond confident. Tonight will be her night.
Or I'm just adjusting our scorecards here. I don't know what it's doing.
Maida Bueno Silva.
I don't understand how our scorecard is this fucked up.
Minas Tirith. She's been honing her all-around crafted American top team. She
Something wrong here.
Ready for prime time.
Give me 1 second, people.
Find out if she can break through and deliver another world title to her MMA-rich nation.
Yeah, I don't understand. I had the card all lined up yesterday. Now look at it, Bob. It's all fucked up.
Yep.
I don't know. This is so annoying, this OBS shit, man. All right, just give me 1 moment. Okay, we got an advertisement right now on the pay-per-view for, what is this, Bob?
It looks like a video game.
Is it? Oh, I think it's Tekken 8.
Maybe that's something to play for the channel. People like
Oh,
Tekken.
yeah. I mean, I got a couple of Tekken games. I'm just lining up my scorecard. Just give me a moment, people.
So, did anybody have that magical foresight of Magny by TKO?
Man, yeah, Magny's not a big puncher or anything, and he was actually the huge underdog. I mean, that guy had that fight in the pocket. He just kind of, he fucked up.
Seems like he got tired.
He got caught sleeping. You know, he was dominating him, and then, you know, that was it. All right, we're waiting for the next fight. I'm going to be adjusting our scorecards because we were scoring it. It was all right. We had Mike winning winning the first 2 rounds. What is his last name? Malott?
Malott, yeah.
Yeah. We had Mike Malott winning. What do we know? We're fucking assholes. Remember to subscribe to FUTV. While we're waiting for the next fight and I'm fixing the scorecard. Actually, I'm going to fix the scorecard. We'll listen to some of the pay-per-view. Give me a second.
But now, unbeaten over the last 4 years, Raquel Rocky Pennington is determined to bring the UFC gold home to Colorado. But in order to realize that career-long goal, she will first have to hold off the charge of one fierce pursuit.
Yeah, I'm having so many issues with this card. It's insane. There's all kinds of stuff. I got it. Sorry, people. It glitches out. This is what this program does. It's always freaking glitching. Constantly glitching.
Pennington is not just one of the best bantamweights on earth. What's most impressive to me about her is her spirit.
Let's see if I can move this shit around.
I obviously do this for so much more. I love to challenge myself. It's about legacy. It's about so many different things. I love the accomplishments that come with it. But overall, the world title is the ultimate goal.
I'm adjusting my scorecard.
Being that close.
Yes, the scorecard is on the screen, Bob.
Since that first
It's
world
in the
title
stream.
was done,
That's just
I knew
delayed.
I needed to do some self-work.
You don't see it there, Bob, because it's on a delay.
Become smarter as an athlete, as a person. I knew I was going to build myself back up.
Yeah, I think I have it almost figured out. I'm just making the screen smaller.
Really speaks to her mental.
Just annoys me when this stuff isn't lined up properly.
Pennington's got her back.
I almost got it where I want it. I think it's good. All right, we're watching the build-up right now for the next fight, and my microphone is peaking, as always. Isn't that awesome when this stuff is doing this? Okay, now this is locked up. We're getting out of the scorecard. It's 12 o'clock at night, and our dog is barking her head off. This is awesome. All right, give me a second. I'm trying to fix the card right now. It's locked up again, the stream. All right, we'll play some music. Some beautiful music. I gotta probably add some more music to this thing. And I probably need to actually turn on the this. There you go. Some sad music for me. All right. Give me 1 second while I'm trying to fix the fight card so we can actually do our play-by-play.
I believe she deserved the title shot, but I don't believe she win me because she don't have nothing for me. Now I'm gonna be champion.
The outcome is my hand raised. We're definitely going to put on a fight. At the end of the day, I'm going to dominate in every position.
I am the chosen one. I need Bishitara. If me Bishitara, I win this fight.
Okay, we got our fighters heading to the ring.
It's interesting.
Yeah,
It's
Silva
all
versus
green.
Raquel. What'd you say, Bob?
They made the ring green.
I mean, I think isn't it just lighting? I think it's just the lighting.
Well, yeah, but like, it's an interesting color to pick to come out to. Lime green.
I mean, she's Brazilian, right?
Amanda Nunes retired last June and the belt was
Yeah, see, she is retired.
Amanda Nunes is retired.
Yeah.
Yes.
in her last 4, and she is the betting favorite to win a world title here tonight.
Well, she fought amazing against Ali Holm. That was the night that we realized, wow, this Maida Silva is the real deal. She She's a tremendous striker. She has fantastic grappling abilities, and she is just constantly improving. And I think the thing that jumped off the page for me this week was her confidence. She feels in this matchup.
All right.
She looks very focused.
Pennington's got the heart of steel, so she's very hard to finish.
Who looks really focused, Bob?
Myra Buenasilva, who's walking towards the ring right now.
Silva? Okay. Just the people listening don't know who's heading to the ring, Bob.
She gets her clinch. She finds a way to get the clinch.
Okay, we got Myra taking her pants off. She's in shorts right now. She's taking her shirt off. She's pretty hard in the face, isn't she?
Yeah, she looks really focused. She just looks very like.
All right. So while our fighters are heading to the ring and our stream is fucking up again, I'm gonna get the Foobot in here. He's got a couple of things to say about tonight's fights.
Yeah. See, I'ma let you know who the best by the hour. It's like Rosie O'Donnell at a bisexual bridal shower. It ain't nothing to me, man. I keep it for real. Look at this dental, man, with dental the grill. See, I'm the best. I told you that. This dude like
Pretty impressive.
No, I messed up, but I'ma stay on.
Looks like the Foobot has learned some rhymes.
The Foobot needs to have restricted internet access.
He already in the gay parade. I told you, man. I got you roasted like ever. You don't know my rhymes. They straight up clever. So you step down off the pedestal. I'm the.
Oh, her coach just slapped her in the face.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Stop it. All right.
Like Rosie O'Donnell.
All right. Calm down. Foobot. Well, what was that? Foobot just disappeared for a second there. All right, Foobot's got something else to say, I think. What do you have to say about the fight, Foobot?
I am so excited for this event. Wow, that Sean Strickland is really cool. You guys should subscribe to FUTV, the greatest channel known to man. I was not paid to say this, but Fu is the most attractive man I've ever seen in my life. Yes, it's true. He is incredibly attractive, and so is Bob. Remember to subscribe. I know it's annoying that we keep asking, but you must subscribe. Subscribe to my OnlyFans. Yes, it's true.
Wow, OnlyFans, huh?
Oh man, Foobot.
My robo penis and me in underwear. This is Foobot. Destroy. See you later.
I think Foobot needs to have parental controls back on.
For this event. Wow, that Sean Strickland is really.
All right. We get it, Foobot. Thank you for promoting the show, Foobot. Thank you very much. What'd you think of that, Bob?
I think Foobot needs to have parental controls.
Yeah, we have a fan in Foobot. Foobot, thank you. You're a great addition to the show. We love having you here.
12-5. She has won 5 consecutive fights, but she is a new woman.
Okay, so we got Raquel heading to the ring, looking very lesbian-like, right? Is she a lesbian, Bob?
I have no idea.
But she's found a different side of her in the gym, Dom. She says she can feel it across her entire being. The game has slowed down for her, and she wants to unleash her entire toolbox on the Brazilian here tonight.
Yeah, what she says she's done differently, Pennington, is I've really focused on the lead.
She looks very relaxed.
Yes.
Like she's just kind of having a stroll, looking at her phone.
She looks like she's gone through way too many shifts at Lowe's, and she's just really depressed with life. I wouldn't say she looks focused. She looks very depressed in a way, I think. All right, Bob, you take it away. I'll be right back. I think a dog's going to go into the sunroom downstairs. All right, you continue. No, hey, Bob, continue. No, Bob, go on, Bob.
No.
But for Raquel Pennington, she has to go in there very early and show her that she doesn't belong. Because if she lets her hang around, Buenasilva will start.
Pennington in the second championship opportunity The circumstances were very different, of course, when she fought Amanda Nunes back in 2018. But the confidence this week from Pennington was undeniable. She's in outstanding shape, and we got 5 rounds if needed tonight.
Well, John, she said that she never watched the Nunes fight until the pandemic one day was on. And she said, she goes, okay, I'm going to turn it off. She goes, no, leave it there. She cried for an hour watching the fight. It was the therapy she needed to get back on the horse and get back to where she is today. John, she went through hell. Her entire corner went through hell with the way that last fight played out. But she said she learned from it.
Okay, so we got Raquel is in the ring right now. Myra, the fight looks like it's about to start, and my mic is peaking like crazy. That's awesome. I should change the mic, shouldn't I?
The plus 135 underdog, Juliana Pena, and the rest of this.
Myra's actually kind of a really unattractive woman, isn't she?
She has very distinct and strong features.
She really does. She's ugly. Give me 1 second. I'm going to turn the ducking off. I'm going to give it a try.
Both fighters coming in right at that championship number, 135 pounds, 1 inch in reach for Raquel Pennington. All right, now for the championship intro.
Okay, let's listen to some of this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. Our 3 judges scoring this contest in octagon side are Ariel,
You know the only judges that matter are me and Bob. You know that. Right, Bob?
The action begins.
Yep.
A referee in charge of the octagon,
count. That's just obvious. It's just obvious. All right, so we got the shit locking up again. This is running really poorly. All right, they're doing the ring announcements right now, and while they're doing that, we'll be getting this back. Sorry about this, people. A lot of technical issues, a lot of dogs barking. But we're going to get there. The fight is about to begin. The most important fight of the night, anyway, is, I think, the Strickland fight. And we're going to be doing the play-by-play of all this shit. You're watching FU TV. This is FU Sports, people. Remember, subscribe. This is the greatest channel known to man. When we get into a groove, we'll be a little better. We're starting this up kind of late, and we're dealing with a lot of barking. All right. Right, Bob?
Yep.
I'm going to try to get this back. I'm going to lower this music a little because this might be actually incredibly loud. This might be overtaking.
It doesn't seem very loud.
It probably is. It probably is. Yes, it is. It actually is very, very loud. Because I turned the ducking off. It could be overtaking my audio completely. All right. All right. So I'm trying to get that back again. Bob, does anybody in the comments?
Nope.
When you speak, Bob, you have to speak directly into the microphone, not down here, right here into the mic. Because when we go back and listen to it, I can't really hear you. You just have to make sure that you speak into the mic, Bob. All right, we're almost there. I'm going to get it back. So how was your day, Bob?
It's all right. How was yours?
Not very good. But I'm trying to do this now. Hopefully I can get around to doing it. We'll get there eventually. Okay.
So do you know anything about these fighters that are on now?
I'm going to have to move Bob's mic a little bit. Bob, you got to get closer to the mic. When we listen back to it, your mic, you're like a whisper. You have to get closer to the mic, not further. Do I know about the fighters? They're not. I'm not too crazy about either one of these fighters, but I know the lady Myra. I think she just beat Holly Holm in a previous fight. We'll get there, people. We're almost there. Okay, what is this? Yeah, I got some crap on my screen. There's a cyborg fight happening tonight as well, from what I heard. Cyborg's fighting. I don't even know who she fights
We've
nowadays.
gone over the rules in the back. Defend yourself at all times. If you'd like to touch gloves, do so now. All right, come out ready to fight.
Well, sometimes toughness and durability can have a negative connotation in MMA, but Raquel Pennington is one of the toughest men or women I have ever met. She started training after breaking her back snowboarding at 19.
And never sobers.
In an ATV accident in 2017, and that says nothing of the way she has rallied through.
All right, so we got both women in their neutral corners right now. Pennington in the middle of the ring, throwing out 2 little touch jabs, an inside leg kick. It's a big kick from Myra, but it didn't land. Silva throws a big kick and is off balance, like she switched her stance to a southpaw. Silva's in the southpaw position right now. She hits Pennington with a teep kick. Looked like it went right into the freaking crotch, didn't it, Bob?
Yep.
Silva fakes a leg kick. There's a little short knee from Silva. Pennington's got a single leg right now. She's walking Silva to the fence. Silva hits her with a short elbow. Both women are tied up. Pennington's back is against the cage. The referee looks to be complaining about something. I don't know what. There's a short knee to the body from Silva. All right, so Pennington's still up in the cage.
Maybe one of them was holding the cage.
Maybe that's a possibility that one of them was holding the cage. I would think it would probably be Silva that was holding the cage, just from her position. Obviously, Pennington would not be holding the cage. Maybe, I mean, but the thing is that Silva wasn't even going for a takedown at the time. There's a little short kick to the body from Silva. She didn't get much extension on it. There's a little short right hand from Pennington. Isn't that like a dish, Bob? I thought Pennington was like a dish, like something people eat. Let's see if my mic's high enough. I think my mic's too low.
I think you're thinking Wellington.
I know. I think Pennington is like a. It looks like Silva's got. She had Pennington in some kind of weird choke there for a second. She had almost in a guillotine. There's another short elbow from Silva. Pennington's got Silva pressed up against the fence. Silva just kind of backs out. Silva's got actually pretty nice strikes, little short strikes. There's a little short elbow from Silva.
That was a nice knee from Silva.
Yes, she's hitting Pennington with the Muay Thai. I never thought Pennington was much of a fighter. Like, I'm just not too crazy about her.
Looks like Silva's going for a takedown of some sort. Oh,
Silva's pretty strong. She just took Pennington down. It's kind of hard saying Pennington's name. I just feel like I'm talking about like a rice dish. I think there's a rice dish that's called Pennington. Oh, Pennington is that weird dish that Tufano talks about, right? Am I wrong, Bob? It's food. It's a dish.
Okay.
All right. So Silva's on top of Pennington right now. She's got Pennington in a rear naked choke. I don't know if she's gonna be able to get out of this. Pennington's standing up while Silva's on her back. I'm giving you guys a little flash. Yeah, Silva's on top right now. She's trying to go for a rear naked choke. She's basically riding Pennington's back. But you know Pennington's into that. She is pretty gay. You know that, right?
Even if she doesn't actually get the choke, this is tiring Pennington out significantly.
Yes. Yes, she's still on top. Pennington is carrying her weight. That's definitely going to kill her legs.
Like, Silva's basically a backpack on Pennington at this point.
Yeah. The problem is if Pennington goes down, she's probably going to get choked out. I mean, what she could do, she could try to bring her down and drive her head into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't work all the time. Sometimes you just get caught in a choke. So you still got Pennington. We got Silva's still riding Pennington's back. She's trying to soften her up and then go for that rear naked choke. Yeah, you know who Pennington reminds me of? She looks a little bit like Fernando Vargas, the boxer.
She also looks like the actress who played Ellie in The Last of Us.
Wait, the retarded one on the TV show or the?
Yep.
Wait, on the TV show?
Yes.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's mean.
She does.
I don't know about that, Bob. I don't know if I agree with you.
Look at her.
I don't know, Bob. I think that's pretty mean. All right, so now we got both women are on the ground now. Silva's still got a hold of Pennington. She's still trying to go for that rear naked choke. There she goes. She's got Silva had her hand wrapped around Pennington's jaw. Now she's got her right hand wrapped around Pennington's face. She's still trying to get that rear naked choke in. Coming to the end of the first round here. It's multiple short little punches from the mount, or from the back mount, I guess you can say. It's the end of the first round. It's definitely not a Pennington round. That's for damn sure.
No.
And it is not round 3, people. It is round number 2.
Yes. But that was good sportsmanship at the end of that, where they helped each other up. And
all right, Bob, who you got the round for?
Silva.
I'm trying to do a new format for the scoring. Let's listen to some of the corner here if we can.
The clinch, we don't need to grapple. Believe in these fucking hands.
What the fuck is that music? You hear that?
Shots, and you chose to take a shot. We do not need to take a shot. We do not need to evolve.
Listen, you need to go a little bit back and forth and just go in and go out. Okay, that's how you'll get at her. Okay, you good? Listen, put that jab first. That's just it. Reset everything. Okay, we won the first round. Okay, round by round. Okay.
Fight.
All right, we're going into round number 2. All right, sorry for the technical problems, people. I think we're getting rolling now. We got both fighters in the neutral corners. It's pacing around. Getting ready to just run across the ring. The ref has said fight. All right, so Pennington is the first one to reach the center of the ring. The monster, the 666, people. There's a left hook from Pennington. Pennington's just throwing a little jab, taking steps back. And a little short. That was one of the weakest left hands ever, isn't it, Bob? Pennington throwing some really weak left hooks. I mean, the lady needs to work on her boxing. There's a big winging left hook from Pennington. Pennington's actually landing some of these shots, but there's nothing on them. Like she can't punch at all. She doesn't. It's not like she probably can punch, but she just doesn't know how to throw a punch properly. Pennington's back is up against the cage. Silver's got her pressed up against the cage once again. Seems like more of the previous round. Pennington tried to come in quick. Trying to, just more action, more activity from Pennington at the beginning, throwing some strikes. There's nothing on those strikes. And now her back's pressed against the fence. Pennington's now pushed Silva against the fence. Nothing landing, right, Bob? Nothing.
Nope, nothing significant.
Yeah, nothing significant. Pennington trying to get some kind of leg lock there. She's trying to get a trip. I mean, really, I think if Pennington even was to get Silva down, it would be a terrible idea because Silva, I think, can actually get submissions. Silva definitely looks like the stronger woman. Pennington's just really soft. There's a left and a right hook from Pennington. She's missing everything she's throwing. Yeah, they're saying dirty boxing when nothing is landing. Like,
one of Pennington's shots popped Silva's head back a little bit.
There's not much of anything on her shot. She doesn't know how to throw her shots correctly. Pennington looking at the clock. She's already tired. We got 2 minutes and 42 seconds left in the second round. And Pennington is just getting pinned up against the fence.
Is this a 3-round fight or a 5-round fight?
No, this is a 3-round fight. The fight after this, I think the main event is next. That's a 5-round fight. That's for the light heavyweight title. Okay, so Silva has Pennington pressed up against the fence. There's really nothing happening. There's no punches really landing. There's two little short right hooks to the body, 3 short hooks to the body from Silva. Nothing with any power. There's a little right hand from Pennington. These guys are screaming and hooping and hollering, but there's really nothing on these shots. Just Pennington's trying to press forward. She's throwing a lot. She landed a little short knee to the body. A couple of short right hands from Pennington. A lot of short little left hooks. Pennington now has Silva pressed up against the cage. Silva landing a short little knee to the body. There's a short little right hook from Pennington. Short knee to the face from... There's a nice little short right uppercut from Silva. And Pennington shoots in for a clinch. Pennington has Silva pressed up against the cage.
31 significant heads.
All right, we got foot stomps here from Pennington. Not much of anything happening, just Pennington pressing Silva against the fence. She had a little blitz there for a second. Silva seems to be taking it back. Silva lands a little short knee to the body of Pennington. It's a pretty good shot. Decent. Silva's trying to get a takedown now. She's trying to get the back again. Silva's got Pennington's back again. She's on top. She's on Pennington's back again. She's got one arm in already. She might get the choke. She got a tight choke on Pennington right now.
I think her arm is still on her chin, but she's getting there.
She's squeezing tight. Real tight. It's real tight. Okay, Silva's let go of the choke. She had it real tight. Pennington's real tough to take that. She was pulling one of those, Conor McGregor versus Khabib kind of chokes, just crushing the chin, crushing her jaw. That's not a good thing. Pennington dropped down to the ground. Try to take some of the pressure off because, this is probably killing her legs. A lot of those short elbows from Silva. It's a weird position, isn't it, Bob?
Pennington has now managed to get on top, sort of.
All right, round 2 done. Round 2 is done. All right, so who do you think won that round, Bob?
I was going to give it to Pennington because she did have that blitz, which seemed to be the most significant action of the round. But then Silva, I feel like, took it back at the end.
All right, so who you got?
I give it to Silva.
There's some weird kind of drums. You hear this shit?
I don't know, but we gotta assume we're down and go for these motherfuckers. Okay? Listen.
All right, sorry about the random drums, people. I have no idea what's going on.
Warner Silva is actually just reaching for her. When she gets hit, her first reaction is to reach and grab. Pennington was doing so well here. You hear her coach is telling her, you made a choice to get close, and you got taken down. And now we don't know how to score this thing.
Ice, ice, ice. Get that ice out.
Things are getting intense. Round 3.
Fight.
Of a possible 5 to decide the vacant.
Oh, so it's a 5. If it's a 5, it's a 5-round
Wait,
fight.
are you kidding? Is this a title fight?
Yeah. It's the bantamweight title fight.
Oh my God. I had no idea.
Bueno Silva's just getting going with these new coaches. 3 camps in at ATT.
All right. So we got Pennington throwing a little jab, trying to load up and throw a right hand, a right hook. Pennington had a decent second round. Pennington getting a lot more aggressive right now. Nice little jab from Silva. Silva popping Pennington's head back. Pennington getting a lot more wild with her hands. Getting a little loose. Pennington getting pushed back to the cage, and then she spins it around. She's now got Silva's back to the cage. That must be killing Pennington's legs. With the back mounts. And a 5-round fight, she's already done that to her twice. There's short knee to the body from Silva. Two knees to the body of Pennington. Pennington's got a pretty soft body too. Like, look at her belly there. Pennington's got a little flab on her belly. Probably doesn't feel good getting kneed in that. There's another knee to the body from Silva. Silva's got Pennington locked up on the fence. Pennington's got underhook, but it's only under one arm. Both women are exchanging knees to the body. Pennington landed a lot of different, hip knees.
Yeah.
They look like
she's kneeing Silva in the thighs and the hips.
Yes.
Which, if there's any power on those, that's going to be very uncomfortable.
This is how Pennington fights so many of her fights. You knew going into this is how it was going to look. Right. Habits make styles and styles make fights. You could say you have all these new tools, but this is the habit.
Not a very exciting fight.
No.
A lot of holding. Pennington's been taken down, and Pennington gets right back up.
She got the butterfly hook and kicked her right out to get back up.
Pennington got right back up. Now Pennington has Silva pressed up against the cage. Silva's got Pennington in a guillotine.
She's got her chin in there, so it's on the face, not the neck.
Warner Silva has to push her head down more, though.
Silva's gonna tie her arms
props to Pennington
out.
continuing to break out of those.
Yeah, these are awkward positions. These are hard submissions to get that Silva is going for. She's trying to get these standing chokes. It's not those techniques are not easy to land. Ideally, when you want to get a choke on somebody, you want them to be like lower, right? You want to push their head down. You want them to be in a bent position or on the ground. All right, so Silva's got Pennington's back up against the fence. There's a short knee to the body from Silva. Pennington landing her own knee, another short knee to the body from Silva. So it's kind of a boring fight. It's just a lot of fucking holding, I mean, the people in the crowd are booing. I mean, this is a title fight. These girls are just holding each other, doing not much of anything. Right now, they're exchanging these not too hard knees. There's a short left elbow from Silva. Pennington getting hit with another elbow. A short elbow on the inside. Yeah, level change. Okay, Silva's trying to take Pennington down again, and Silva has taken Pennington down. Pennington is getting back to her feet. Pennington goes for a guillotine choke. Pennington's got her neck. I don't think she's going to be able to get it. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, it's not a good position that what Pennington has. She's going to lose this, I think. She's attempting a guillotine right now. Yeah, Pennington has lost the choke. Silva's on her back on the ground. Pennington's looking down at her. All right, looks like Pennington's going to wait for her to get up. Yeah. Pennington, to me, isn't really championship material. That's why I just think it's insane that she's having a title fight.
Yeah. It's also insane that she's had a streak of, 4 or 5 undefeated fights in a row.
Who? Silva or Pennington?
Both of them are coming to the ring with at least 4 undefeated.
Well, I think Silva's the better fighter, I think.
Yeah, but I don't think either of them's extraordinary.
Not in this fight, that's for damn sure. It is a pretty uneventful fight. There's a couple of decent shots from Pennington. But Silva's now hitting Pennington with all kind. Well, actually, Silva's getting hit with a bunch of hammer fists. Silva's on her back. Pennington's on top.
This is one of her ifs. If she could get to it. Yeah, she could get to it. The heart. If she can keep the fight going.
Yep. So Pennington's got a dominant position. She's on top. She's in the full mount, but she's landing a bunch of baby punches.
Exactly. The technique of
Short, some right short elbows from Pennington on the ground. Pennington's got Silva on the back. Still, we come to the end of the third round, a very boring round.
Yep.
All right, so we were scoring this round for Bob.
I'm going to give it to Pennington.
Yeah. Actually, I gave her the second round. You gave the last round to Silva, right?
I gave 3 to Silva, and...
that was 3, isn't it?
Yes, round 3 I gave to Pennington, rather. Sorry.
All right, see, I'm trying to get this so I got this scored correctly.
Who'd you give it to?
I gave the previous round to Pennington.
But what did you give this round to?
I consider this the previous round. But I gave it to Pennington.
Stick that jab to the body. Stick that jab.
She's trying to slow it down.
You're breaking her, champ.
She's trying to slow it down. Come on, girl.
Okay, where are we in round number 4?
Yes.
A little bit of chaos for Bueno Silva. Pahumpa doing a nice job. I'm not sure how much of that information was.
I gotta fix my bell, man. All right, here we go. Round number 4.
Some unnecessary energy throwing her.
Very, 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 very boring fight. All right, so we got both women on their neutral corners. Both of them do a little tiny little walk across the cage. Pennington jumps in with the right straight. Silva throws a leg kick and misses. Both women exchanging like a bunch of little touch punches. There's nothing on it. Pennington shoots in with a left hook. Pennington throws a right, a big head kick. She threw a head kick. You know what it's like. And then Silva throws in a body kick, and it's blocked. And then Silva throws another body kick, and that's blocked. Now both women are pinned up on the cage again. There's going to be some more hugging against the fence for the next, 5 minutes. Pennington has Silva pressed up against the fence. She's just got it pressed up on the fence. There you see it. It's a bunch of boring bullshit. Sorry I had to say it. All right, so Pennington's got Silva still pressed up against the cage. Pennington is doing basically nothing except holding Silva up on the cage. Here you go. Look at that. She just has her pressed up on the cage, and she's doing nothing. They're not trying to improve their position. The whole entire crowd is booing. Let's listen to this crowd.
Hey, you know what you tell John?
Am I wrong? Did we hear boos in there, Bob?
Yeah, I mean, this is not the crowd that you want in a title fight.
Yeah,
like,
not
they're
a good
not
fight.
happy.
But it's not a good fight. That's the problem. These ladies are dead tired. We're in the fourth. There's a short little right elbow from Silva and a short knee to the body. Another short elbow to the face from Silva. Pennington is completely gassed, and so is Silva. Silva's now got Pennington's back up in the cage, and it looks like she's trying to get a takedown.
Because I feel like if she gets a takedown, she controls Raquel.
Yep, turn to your right. Turn to your right. Turn to your right. Elbow through.
But she just can't get Raquel down to the mat.
Looks like Silva's going for another back mount. She's building up to get on top of her back, but Pennington has her back against the cage, trying to block this transition. Silva's almost got the back again. You saw that, Bob? She spun her around.
Yep.
Silva's got Pennington down to the ground. She's dragged her to the ground. She's going for another rear naked choke. She's actually got it. It's a lot tighter this time. I think it's under the chin. Silva.
It's on the chin, but it's in very tight.
It's real close to the proper position. It's getting in there. She can change the position. She's lost it. She didn't get the choke. Pennington's on top now.
Honestly, like, props to Pennington continuously breaking out of these stupid chokes. Oh, there's an arm thing happening.
Yeah, Silva's going for it looks like an arm bar. She's not going to get it just because of the position of Pennington. It's not the right position for this kind of arm bar. She's like wasting her time. Pennington is elbowing Silva on her side. This is not a good position for Silva. She can't do anything but get beat on. Pennington has Silva pinned up against the fence, and she's trying to posture up right now. Looks like Silva's going for another. She looks like she's going for a triangle. She actually might get this. It was a good position. Pennington raining down a hammer fist. Got a minute and 32 seconds left in the fourth round. All right. Still not a very exciting fight. I don't think so.
No, but Pennington seems to have turned it around.
Yeah, but I feel like Pennington lost the majority of this round. She was getting controlled. Pennington's doing pretty good. She's on top. She's raining down hammer fists on Silva's face. Silva's going for a triangle. I don't know. I think Pennington's playing with fire here, laying on the ground with this lady like this. She seems to be doing pretty well right now. Like, look, now she's in a triangle position. Pennington's in a triangle position.
With 50 seconds left.
Yeah, she's got 50 seconds left. This lady could get her at some point if she keeps
I think that Pennington's trying to just ground and pound and end it.
She's in a full mount. This is not a great position for ground and pound. Yep, this isn't a good round. We got Pennington still on top. She's finishing pretty strong. If you consider laying on top of somebody and throwing baby punches, finishing strong. Both women are dead tired. Pennington standing over Silva. It's a nice little right hand from Pennington on Silva's face. Silva's dead tired.
Yeah.
So that's the big issue. There's a couple of nice overhands or hammer fists from Pennington. Round's coming to an end. It looks like it's another Pennington round. I don't know. I think she took it back. It's a decent ground and pound at the end of the round from Pennington.
And Silva is just having a really hard time. Initially, when Silva got her back or got her on the ground, she was very dominant. But now, I think she's just worn herself out. She burned too hot too fast. And now there's just nothing left in the tank.
Who you got for that round for?
I would give that to Pennington. So it's even 2-2 for me.
Yeah, I could go 2-2 as well. But I got Pennington winning on my card in a very boring fight. I think Silva does really good, but then she kind of loses at the end of the round. Let's listen to this.
That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to give you the chance. Okay, distance. This is the time. Listen. 5 minutes. This is the time. This is the time for you to show you who's more and why you're here. Okay, you need to have an intelligent around that. Don't go under her. If you have to go, stick 5 rounds for you to be world champion. Let's work with the distance. Okay, listen. You got this for me.
All right. This is round number 4, right, Bob?
This is round number 5.
All right, round number 5. Wow, that's how boring this fight has been. All right, we're going into round number 5, people.
This is it. This is the championship round.
The championship round. This is crazy that these are. This is for the championship. I got both fighters in their neutral corners. They're coming across, touching gloves. I think by our scorecards, we need Silva's going to need either a knockout or a submission. And on Bob's card, she just needs to win this round. On my card, she needs to finish. Or maybe actually, I think she would need to. What do I got it? I got 4. I got it 3-1. And there's a left hook. So yeah, my card, Silva would need a knockout or a submission. I could go with Bob's card. I mean, it's not a bad. I could have gone 2-2. All right, we got Silva's got Pennington pressed up against the cage. She's trying to flip Pennington over. Pennington now is laying on top of Silva. Not too good. I think Silva really needs to work on her cardio.
Yeah. And this seemed like an incompletely formed plan.
And arm triangle. Right. Yep. Yeah, she's got an arm triangle chance here.
Looks like Pennington's trying to submit Silva.
Yeah, looks like it.
It's so tight.
I think they call that like a Bond fluke choke.
Silva is so tired.
It looks like Pennington might get a choke here.
She's gonna finish her.
All Pennington has to do is pass.
It looks like Silva's about to pass out.
Yeah, she might take Silva out. It looks like Silva tapped. You saw that?
Out.
It looked like she tapped. No, she's putting her thumb up. I thought she tapped. It looked like a tap.
I thought she went kind of a little limp there.
Silva tapped. It looks like she tapped Pennington's side.
Yeah.
Pennington's got a pretty tight choke on her right now, and she's on top. What the fuck is going on here? Is this doing this shit again? Oh, sorry, people. We have to fix our fucking stream again. But while we're doing that, remember, we love you. So subscribe to FUTV, the greatest channel known to man. Sorry we've been a little flat today. We're getting on here real late. We had a lot of issues. But we're getting there. We're getting better. We got the Foodbot here. We got Bob. And we got you people. Remember to subscribe. Alright, trying to get this back. Trying to get the fight back. It looks like Pennington might be winning. On Bob's card, Silva just needs this round to win, but it's not looking too good for Silva. She almost got choked out. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get this back. I don't care what you say. I don't care. This is the greatest channel ever. If you watch PewDiePie, you're trash. You're trash. All right, we almost got this going. I can't believe this is the co-main event.
Yeah,
this is pretty pathetic. The main event, it might be okay. Man, Strickland's kind of growing on people right now, but I never thought Strickland was an amazing fighter. But yeah, it might be a good fight. Who knows? Okay, I almost got it back. All right, here we go. All right, so Pennington's standing over Silva right now. Looks like Silva's completely gassed out.
Yeah, she's been... I feel like, it would... I think that Pennington won. And it's interesting because Pennington came in kind of like a slow burn.
Yeah.
Like the first 2 rounds, she was kind of just figuring it out, and then she really started putting on the pressure.
All right, we come to the end of the 5th round. We're gonna be going into the.
I mean, we've got 3 seconds left.
The fight is over, people. The fight is over. Okay.
Proving the stronger fighter over 25.
All right, so it looked like Silva didn't really conserve her energy there. Not doing too good with the whole energy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's doing real bad. Won. Looks like Pennington's taking this, which is pretty sad. It's a sad sign for the bantamweight division that Raquel Pennington has taken the title. I'm gonna make a wild guess that Holly Holm is gonna come back and win this title again. If this is the one that's at the top, then it's looking good for Holly Holm.
The 18-time UFC veteran Raquel Pennington.
All right, we're waiting for the decision to come in. We have Amanda Nunes in the crowd. She seems to be really happy. Is she like good friends with? I guess the lesbians stick together, huh? Because I'm pretty sure Pennington is into ladies, huh? She's a lady.
I don't know.
She's a ladies lady.
Maida Bueno Silva had her moments.
Silva not looking too happy. She needs to work on that cardio. She was doing really good in the beginning.
She was. She came out really strong, but then it all fell apart. I think she really thought that one of those early chokes was going to be it. I don't think she planned to get to round 5, and it showed.
Who do you got this round for, Bob? From what you
Pennington.
saw. Yeah. I mean, Silva was landing a lot of nice shots. She was pretty dominant in the clinches, but she just started slipping away from her. I think it had to do with fatigue. The fatigue set in. She really needs to work on that cardio. What would you call this? A battle of attrition?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it seems as though the fact that Pennington was ready to go the distance was the factor. I think that Silva just didn't have her conditioning under control.
Did she do enough to win the world?
Okay, we're going to listen to the decision right now.
With Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for a decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 49-46, and 49-45 for the winner by unanimous decision. And
all right, so it looks like Pennington has won. Just give me a second while I fix this fucking card for the millionth time.
champion of the world, Raquel
All right, that's not a good sign, I feel like, for the for this division. Because to me, I mean, Pennington has never been like a great fighter to me.
I'm here with the new bantamweight champion of the world, Raquel Pennington. Rocky, I can see it's a little emotional. Like, what are you feeling right now? You are the champion of the world.
I don't know. It feels surreal. Canada, what's up?
This is a really bad sign for the women's division, people.
First of all, I just want to say thank you to Dana White, Hunter, Mick, for this opportunity. It truly means
For the
everything.
bantamweight division. He's got to be one of the weakest champions ever had.
I want to say thank you to my coaches.
Sorry, guys, I'm still trying to fix my fucking card.
Justin, Manny, Tyler.
This is really irritating.
To everybody at home who's been there. My training partners, Corey, Hector, Miranda, freaking Abby, Dr. McWhorter, Mac. I don't even know. My beautiful wife and my baby girl.
Oh, there you go. She's lesbian with a wife and a daughter.
That's why Amanda Nunes was there.
Rocky.
My wife.
It was so hard in the first fight. All that you and your team went through to build yourself back.
Oh my God,
to
my
this
card
moment.
is so fucked up.
It was a long, hard journey.
Look at this shit.
That fight, was that what you expected and how it played out?
You know, I expected to come out here and do a lot more, be a lot different, but a fight's a fight. Mayra was tough.
Yeah, I gotta fix this. Sorry, people.
Like you said, it's been a long 5 years. I have climbed mountains to get back here. And
She's
for
gonna be
everybody
losing that in the
who's
very
chasing
next
a
fight,
dream and
probably.
You have people telling you you can't do it.
Sorry, people. I'm trying to
you're
fix
not
my
good enough.
fucking card.
Stay believing, because that's exactly what I did.
What happened to her? They're making it seem like she lost a limb.
Well, she was ready to. She was probably getting ready for retirement.
Your coaches were yelling at you to let her go and get back to the center. What was the thoughts going through your mind? Just get the victory and get this belt?
Yeah, you know, it got to a point where it just wasn't pretty, and they just said, you know what, I don't even care if you get booed out here, work your butt off, and get this done. And that's exactly what I did. You know, it's not as easy as everybody might think, especially when you're grinding up against
Yeah, you see my card here, Bob? It's so fucking low as shit.
But,
This is
you know,
annoying.
I
This
went out there
OBS
and
just
I didn't
annoys
give
me
up
to
on
no
myself.
end.
You did a fantastic job.
So I gotta show you guys the top. We had
talking and talking and talking. She said that
we have
she would be
Pennington
next to the
winning.
fight. What are your thoughts about Juliana and the fight?
I thought it was going to be Juliana next. So, Juliana, get your ass better inside the dotted line. It's been 10 years that I've been waiting for that fight.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, and you're gonna
you are the
lose.
bantamweight champion of
I
the
mean, but
world.
even Pena's
Ladies
not
and
very
gentlemen,
good.
give it up
So it's just
for
crazy.
Raquel Rocky Pennington.
Well, it looks like Juliana Pena and Raquel Pennington could have a date in the not-too-distant future, but the celebration is on in Colorado Springs, there with her mother, Rose Tisha Torres. Raquel Pennington, at long last.
All right, so Pennington has won.
To a UFC World
And I'm still trying to fix my fucking card.
I hate that slap fighting thing. There's an add-on now for the slap fighting or whatever it is. That's so retarded. No, thank you.
Yeah, I had to lower it. I turned the ducking off, so I have to lower it myself. What'd you say, Bob?
I don't like this slapping thing.
Yeah, they're showing an ad for slap fight competition or whatever it's called, champions. It's a stupid sport. Okay, they're now doing the build-up for the Strickland fight.
The Plessis is South African, right?
Yeah. I think he is. I'm not sure. Already got some singing going on over here. Looks like it's in Africa. They're all cheering for the Plessis. All right, so he's from the home of Elon Musk.
From Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, it is time for the main event for UFC 297. Strickland versus Duplessis.
I'm setting up the card for the main event. Hopefully this shit is actually good.
Plessis is probably very uncomfortable with the weather in Toronto, which is probably very cold.
Adesanya remains the #1 contender. Number 2 ranked contender, Dracus Duplessis, arrives at the precipice here tonight. Well, Sean Strickland has been the talk of the MMA world since he took the middleweight title from the last stylebender last year, but tonight, no discourse, all action, as he defends for the first time against the rugged contender, Dracus Duplessis.
All right, we got the build-up for the main event here. We got the build-up for the main event. Let's listen to this.
Whatever thoughts of doubts or fear or hesitation, you know, that's all just the coward in your brain. Am I brave enough? You have that little thought when we get hit and we feel pain, that little coward voice pops in your head. You gotta just bury everything and just be like, hey, I'm ready to die for this.
Sean Strickland comes over to Sydney, Australia to take that belt from Adesanya, one of the greatest of all time. This is a massive hill to climb for him.
The whole world talking.
Shit. I think I hit the wrong button. All right, so we're waiting for the fight to start. We're still waiting for the build-up to be done. I am getting our scorecard ready. Hopefully this shit works this time. Okay, I'm trying to get this. What the fuck's up with the audio here?
About him, the whole world saying he couldn't do it.
Someone who was doubted, someone who was counted out, someone who had quote unquote no chance. I am the
What's up with that fucking commentator lady? It's like, there's some fucking Italian or Hispanic commentator woman that's like lives up Sean Strickland's ass. Haven't you noticed this stuff, Bob? I don't know. What is she? What the fuck's going on with that lady?
I mean,
Isn't
maybe
like,
she has
married?
a crush.
It's disgusting. She like lives up his ass. I'm constantly seeing this woman around him. She's like part of his fucking fanboy team. She's part of his fan club. Now, what happens if he gets knocked the fuck out tonight? You think she's still going to be living up his ass? Maybe
Probably.
Maybe you'll see her hanging out with the Plessis. Wouldn't that be fucked up?
He's a huge, powerful
That'd probably be pretty fucked up, I think.
knockout striker.
Anybody who is like rabidly a fan can very, very quickly and easily become an ex-fan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And that's what makes me dangerous.
Okay. Alright, so I'm setting up the scorecard. This shit fucked up, and I'm doing it again. Okay. It's South Africa for you, baby.
I don't need judges telling me that I'm the winner. I want there to be no doubt.
I'm coming for number one spot. He has already put himself in a position where he's in a number one contender spot.
I've enjoyed watching Duplessis fight.
Yeah,
I think he's an interesting fighter. He's talented.
I think I pick him to beat Strickland. I think what we're gonna see is Strickland's gonna get knocked out, And then Israel Lasagna is going to come into the ring. What do you think of them apples, Bob? Lasagna Man's going to come back. He's going to be in the ring.
A la lasagna.
Yes, a la lasagna. Lasagna is going to be making his theatrical return. Lasagna.
The theatrical return of Lasagna Man.
Yeah, Lasagna's going to get in there, bro.
You're going to see 5 rounds of him getting the others kicked out of him. I promise you that.
I mean, it certainly looks like they're trying to build this for
UFC 297.
They're definitely doing a lot of highlights on the Plessis.
I'm coming over to title and yet again another finish.
All right, so looks like we're going into the main event now, obviously. Both men are coming to the ring. Ring walks are about to happen, you know.
Well, they do have to get to the ring.
They do have to get to the ring. It'd be cool if Sean Strickland comes in like he rappels down from the ceiling.
That would be cool.
That'd be cool, like waving an American flag or like a trans flag, maybe. No, he can come down the middle of the ring and lay it over the monster sign, or the monster logo that's in the middle of the ring. All right, so we got the Plessis coming to the ring with the South African flag.
He's wearing many things. I think he's very cold.
He's trying to keep warm. They do that. You try to keep your body warm. Shit is mad loud, bro. It's very loud. I wish this wouldn't keep locking up like this. Our stream right now is fucking up. I'm going to see if I can snatch another one real quick before the main event starts. All right, so what do you think of what the fights we've seen so far, Bob?
I mean, they've been a bit lackluster and surprising finishes and somewhat lackluster
The Neil
fights.
Magny fight was surprising, but I think they shouldn't have stopped it. I think they should have let go. I mean, we had a couple of seconds left, and the guy stopped it. I don't think he was knocked out, but he definitely got his ass whooped. The guy kind of blew it. You blew it!
I think he was exhausted.
Yeah.
But it seems as though that's kind of been the story this evening, that it's the lack of cardio and conditioning that's defeating people much more so than strikes or kicks or chokes.
I mean, this is pretty bad. If you got Pennington being your bantamweight champion, you got basically a title that basically means nothing. Because Pennington to me is a Z level, maybe not Z level, but she's got to be below a C level. She's not a very good fighter. Okay, let's listen to some stuff that's going on. I mean, she ain't no. You know what that sets the stage for? Pennington getting that title. You know what that sets the stage for?
What?
The return of Ronda Rousey.
Oh, well, they were talking about Ronda Rousey.
They're talking about UFC 300, and that would be the perfect fight for Ronda Rousey. I would actually pick Ronda to beat her. I think Ronda would actually reclaim that bantamweight title, and I think she might actually come back to fight that woman.
And
that is the perfect
what?
fight
she
for her.
She should do that, and then she should retire.
Yeah, she should retire. Yep, perfect. If I was Dana White, I'd call her up, but I heard that they were trying to get her to come back and fight. And once again, that Pennington fight is the fucking perfect fight for Ronda Rousey to come back and retire on.
Mm-hmm.
I think she would dominate. I think she would finish that lady in the first round.
Probably.
She'd submit her immediately.
Because Pennington outlasted Silva, but wasn't anything extraordinary.
No, it wasn't. I mean, she did okay at times, but there's nothing really.
I wasn't like, wow, that's a champion.
Yeah, there's nothing about her skills that are just amazing.
She outlasted the other one.
Yeah, there's nothing, and there's nothing about her that screams like she's just an all-time great or like a great fighter. I mean, she just like you said, she had decent cardio, and she outlasted a fighter that doesn't have good cardio.
290, and Duplessis has said repeatedly, I want to be the guy on the poster. He's on the poster now, and he's entered the octagon.
All right, so we got Duplessis. Duplessis just got in the ring. He's stomping down on the ground like the Hulk, and now he's kind of dancing around, clapping his hands together, waving at the crowd, looking pretty confident, slamming his fist on his chest like Robert Whittaker. Doing his favorite Robert Whittaker impersonation. And now we got Strickland coming to the ring. What song do you think he's going to come out to, Bob?
I'm hoping it's the cult classic I'm a Barbie Girl.
He should come out to I'm a Real American by Hulk Hogan. Well, it's not actually a Hulk Hogan didn't create it, but it was a song he used to come out to.
I'd imagine the equivalent is like a $7 bet for a lot of people out there, but we'll see how it goes. Drake du Plessis, 6-0 in the UFC.
All right, we're waiting for Strickland to get in the ring, and while we're waiting for him, we're going to have to listen to something.
Everything's a reflection of this. When you reflect that, you reflect music. I reflected in music.
All right, so Strickland's walking the ring right now. The arena is draped in red. It looks like Lucifer is walking to the ring. It's really weird. All right, so we got Strickland coming out to, what is this?
The, when everyone comes marching home again.
Yes, yes. And the arena is draped in red. Is this like some weird symbolism? Isn't this weird, Bob?
I mean, it's definitely very strange. When Johnny comes marching home again.
Yeah, Al Pacino thinks someone has a great ass. All right, Sean Strickland walking to the ring right now.
In 2024, 21st UFC appearance for the new undisputed UFC middleweight champion, Sean Strickland, a guy who repeatedly stepped up for the UFC.
Strickland taking his shirt off.
He broke through with the best.
All right, we got Strickland taking his shirt off. He's not looking as big as he looked the other day. There was a lot of speculation about Strickland looking really jacked. He doesn't look too jacked.
No, he doesn't.
I mean, he definitely is a middleweight, that's for sure. He looks sort of like Justin Trudeau, even though he hates.
A little bit, yeah.
Even though he hates Trudeau, supposedly, he looks a lot like him.
As fast for anyone, but Sean Strickland, for as long as he's been in the UFC, has had ability. He has had the ability to fight.
Strickland getting the Vaseline put on his face. Strickland looking, I don't know if it's fear or focus, but he looks very like, he don't look too happy.
No.
Du Plessis came to the ring. He was smiling. He was happy. He was running around. Strickland is just a look of concern in his face, it looks like.
He looks pained.
He looks like he's going to have to, like, a little smirk from Strickland when he got in the ring, but he's looking very focused, extremely focused. I mean, he don't really take the title too seriously. When he first got it, he said, oh, look, I already broke the title. And he put like a piece of tape on it. Like, yeah. All right, so Strickland's in the ring right now. Our stream is locked up. Very annoying. We should probably stop robbing all these. Just kidding. We don't do that. Right, Bob?
We would never do such a thing.
Yeah, we wouldn't do any stupid shit like that. That's for scumbags, obviously. This is an amazing card. It's stacked. Of course we paid for it. What are you, stupid? What are you, stupid? You think we would do that? All right, this is locked up. I'm sorry, people.
Sean Strickland will be 33 in February. Drake du Plessis had his birthday here during fight week. Both fighters.
All right. This is tail of the tape.
Both fighters enter the octagon with an identical reach of 76 inches. All right, now to get you primed for the main event, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the...
All right, we got Bruce Buffer in the ring wearing a nice frosted jacket. What would you call that material, Bob?
It looks like a carpet.
It does look like a carpet. It's fucked up.
Like a carpet in like a car dealership.
Yeah, it's terrible. Actually, it looks okay.
A referee in charge of the
Every time I see him, I think of like Wayne Newton from that movie, Best of the Best 2.
is brought to you by Tekken 8. Fifth meets fate.
I'm going to set our microphones back to 10% again. So they sound perfect. I've been keeping them too loud. We're not getting people on the show. So I'm going to stop setting them to 100%. We're going to get, if anybody wants to get on, you can. If you want. Maybe after the fight, I'll put the Discord on. Somebody can jump on if you want. And me and me and Bob are going and doing our, a breakdown of the fight.
Live from the sold-out Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario.
All right, we're just listening to the fighters being announced. It's time. Is it time for what? This thing to crash? What the fuck? All right, our stream has crashed. We're gonna fix this right now. Sorry, people. There's no play-by-play yet because the fight hasn't started. Damn it. Bob, are you excited?
I am.
It'd be even more exciting if this didn't crash.
That would definitely be.
That'd be way more exciting.
Way more exciting for sure.
Yes, we should place bets on how quickly this thing crashes. Like, how much are we gonna watch before it crashes again? What do you think?
Hopefully, the entire fight.
Weighing in at 184 pounds, fighting out of Pretoria, South Africa.
All right, Plessis smiling, very looks really ready to get in this fight. Bouncing around, just kind of happy, man. Just kind of happy. You don't want your opponent smiling. You want him to be nervous. Looks like there's a guy in the crowd with his pants stuffed. He's wearing a Speedo. Looks like he had South Africa as his trunks. I don't know. Strickland to me looks like a Nazi, doesn't he? He looks like your classic, like what is his name? Steven Spielberg Nazi. Right? There's just something about his face. I don't know. He looks very German, doesn't he? Am I wrong?
Yeah, he's got very chiseled features.
He looks just like Trudeau. That nose is really like thick. He's got a thick but long nose. He's hitting himself in the nose a lot. Strickland just looking, I don't know if it's focus or it's fear. It's really weird.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's just focus and it's going to be a good fight and he's not like psyching himself out.
All right, both men are now face to face in the middle of the ring. The ref is now telling them not to, keep it clean. Don't punch each other in the dick. They're touching gloves right now. All right. Fight's about to start. Hopefully it doesn't keep crashing like it is right now. This is actually getting really fucking annoying. Okay, we're going into round number 1. I'll be putting this in if we actually get to watch this shit. Let's see if my numbers are right. I can't even see myself. You see how packed this screen is, Bob?
I do.
Yes, this is why I need to get another screen. Okay, so I'm trying to get the stream back. Sorry, people, it's just not working out well. But we will be getting back to it eventually. Okay. So.
We'll get there.
We'll get there eventually. This is why we need to stop being scumbags. Right? We're getting punished. We're getting fucking punished. Right, Bob? What do you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're getting punished. Trudeau sees us.
It's because you're talking all that smack about him.
He sees what we're doing.
He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake.
All right, so both men in the middle of the ring. More like that kind of weird shoulder roll that Strickland does. He throws a little nice little leg kick from Strickland. Strickland, both men in the middle of the ring. Plessis kind of just pawing out his lead hand. Strickland throwing a little jab. It's a decent jab from Strickland. There's another short jab. Strickland just pawing that jab out there. Strickland doing possibly one of the worst shoulder rolls I've ever seen, but it seems to be working for him. It's another push jab from Strickland. Plessis pawing pawing his lead hand. Plessis switching stances. Plessis keeps switching stances. Strickland kind of pawing in a jab straight, nothing on it. He's not really trying to lean into it or anything. He's just throwing it out there. I don't know why. It's just it looks like two cats kind of just pawing at each other.
Seems to be a feeling out round.
Yeah, a lot of feeling out. There's a left hook from Strickland. It doesn't look like anything's really landed. Strickland a lot more relaxed than he looked like when he came into the ring. There's a little flick jab from Strickland. He's just throwing little touch jabs. Plessis pressing forward. I feel like Plessis is just going to nail him with something and take him out.
That does seem to be Plessis' MO.
There's an overhand right from Plessis. Sean Strickland puts his elbows up and did a good job of blocking it. Strickland Strickland doesn't change his stance much. That's a good thing because you really don't want to. But he does hold that right hand down pretty low. It's not a good thing there. Plessis throws a big head kick and almost nails Strickland with it. Strickland still coming forward. He throws like this pretty flicky, like a flick jab he throws, but it's pretty quick. It's a lot of jabs from Strickland, nothing on him. There's a nice jab from Duplessis. Duplessis has a huge jab. He knocked Robert Whittaker out with a jab in his last fight. Strickland hits Duplessis with a jab straight. There's a leg kick from Duplessis that hits the elbow of Strickland. Duplessis throwing a big overhand right. Now, Duplessis is pressing the action. That's for sure. There's a leg kick from Duplessis. Duplessis is definitely pressing the action.
But that he is a come-forward fighter. And I think
Yes.
he's very confident also.
Yes. I mean, he's having to deal with the defense of Strickland. Strickland's doing a good job of avoiding a lot of these strikes. Yeah. All right, this shit just keeps locking up. It's actually really irritating. Let's see if I can actually fix this. Hey, Bob, what do you think of the fight so far? I don't think we're going to be able to score this round because this keeps locking up.
I think that it's a more typical first round than we've seen in the other two fights, because in this round they're actually just kind of feeling each other out pretty well.
All right, it looks like Plessis took Strickland down. All right, we're coming to the end of the first round. We got 54 seconds left. Plessis throws a little touch jab. There's a decent body kick from Duplessis and an overhand left. Missed the overhand left. The body kick landed. It wasn't a hard kick. A little inside leg kick from Duplessis. There's an overhand right from Duplessis that kind of grazes. There's a leg kick that from Duplessis that Strickland checks. Strickland just pushing that jab in there. Plessis really needs to come down the middle. He's throwing the overhands, and Strickland's doing a good job of avoiding that. There's another head kick from Plessis that doesn't land. There's an overhand right from Plessis that does land on Strickland. Not a lot on it. But, I mean, Strickland plays a dangerous game. You know, he stands right there with you. And he looks to be open for all. There's a big right hand from Strickland. It doesn't land. The commentators go, ooh, but, you know, it didn't land. Plessis blocked it. We've come to the end of round number 1.
Just breathe, just breathe. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Okay, let's listen to some of the corner.
He's already tired.
Awesome.
Breathe, breathe. Give me a breath. How are you feeling?
Awesome. Right.
Breathe.
Hij vat te veel op ons. We gaan onze rond, hè?
He's taking too much on us. That was a good round.
Maar vloei. Vloei net.
Flow.
Kijk, alles gelezen. Vloei.
Flow, that's all I want.
Kijk,
Flow.
je check kom mooi.
All right, so Bob's not in the room, so I'm not gonna do her card. All right, we're going into round number 2. This is annoying that this keeps locking up. Hopefully I can get this fixed. They got Strickland's already standing up. He's already standing up, pacing around. Plessis still getting worked on. It's a nice jab from Strickland. A decent. They're showing the highlight. The shot didn't even land. Strickland threw a right hook. It landed on the shoulder. But you know how they do in MMA. All right, we're going into round number 2 right now. Both men are across the ring. Strickland looking a lot more confident now. Plessis just throwing a kind of pawing jab. Not really trying to land anything. Strickland throwing 2 small jabs, nothing landing. They're kind of range finders. That's all it is. Plessis throwing a big overhand and he misses. Strickland does a decent job blocking with that left elbow to avoid this right hand. There's a big a right and a left hook from Plessis, and Strickland blocks both. He really needs to throw feints. That's the issue with these guys. Strickland's he's good at defending against these punches. The guys really they don't throw feints. They just wing out punches, and that's what he's doing. He's waiting. And he's waiting to catch these shots. They need to throw more straight punches. It's really Plessis throwing a spinning back fist. Didn't land. There's an overhand left from Plessis that misses. Looks like a lot of shots being thrown by Plessis, but nothing really landing. But Strickland's really not throwing anything. He's kind of like defensively minded. He's really not throwing much of anything. It's similar to to the Israel fight. People act like he just beat the shit out of Israel. He didn't. For the most part, all he did was defend. Strickland throws a left hook, doesn't land. Du Plessis slipped on something on the ground, and everyone went crazy in the arena. All right, so our stream is frozen again. Yep. Okay, I fixed it. Strickland walking forward. Strickland throwing an inside leg kick. Strickland's very stiff, but it's very deceptive. You know, he's very stiff, but as soon as you go through a punch, he's very reactive. He reacts real quick. So, you know, his head's there one moment, the next it's gone. So really got a punch for the chest. Du Plessis, he's going for the head. Because the chest is going to be there, the body's going to be there. You know, you got to go to the body. There's an inside leg kick from Du Plessis. Now the commentators are talking about how comfortable Strickland is. But once again, Strickland isn't throwing anything. Right? What do you see here, Bob? Do you see Strickland throwing a lot?
No.
I don't really see anything being thrown. He's basically some freaking MMA, a white version of Floyd Mayweather. He's just, but unlike Floyd, Strickland stands right in front of you. But he's not doing anything. He's really there. Strickland checked the kick. He's completely defensively minded. It's just
I'm actually surprised at the pacing of this fight, that it's going so slow.
I mean, Du Plessis having a hard time landing anything because, again, Strickland is completely defensive minded. He's not throwing any. There's a body. See, now Du Plessis lands a right hook to the body. Like I said, Du Plessis needs to go to the body to bring this guy's hands down. Du Plessis is a complete headhunter. He needs to go to the body. Go there. Go to the body with your hands or your kicks or whatever. You got to get those hands to come down. Plessis throws a little short kick to the leg. It doesn't land. All right. Doesn't look too good for Du Plessis. He seems to be a little, it's just too much urgency in him. It's like, dude, it's only the second round. You'd have to try to knock his head off with every single punch you throw. And that's one of the problems. He can see it coming, right? Hey, Bob, what's going on with those dogs?
I have contained them.
All right, so I'm trying to get our card back. This is fucking up again. I have a feeling it's going to end up being Du Plessis gassing or something because he's biting on everything Strickland's doing, and really Strickland isn't doing much of anything. He really is just turtling up and not throwing anything. But that does, you know, he'll maybe turtle up right now, but later in the fight he might start opening up and throwing his hands, and by that point Du Plessis might be, you know, gassed out. But this is one of the reasons Strickland's able to not get hit, just because he's completely defensively minded, and the commentator seems to be sucking his dick. You know, Strickland's bleeding now, so it looks like he's been hit with something. We didn't see it because our stream froze up. All right. There's a left hook from Du Plessis. Again, you see this, Bob? I mean, Strickland's like some fucking white boy Floyd Mayweather. Like, look, he's completely defensively minded.
I mean, he's almost doing an MMA Philly show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what it is. It's a Philly show. And Du Plessis, one of his biggest issues is the fact that he's a headhunter. You need to start going to the body in order to bring those hands down. All right, so we've come to the end of the second round here. Give me 1 second. You see this, Bob? Everything's buried. All right, let's listen to the corner.
That's fine.
That's good.
Water? It's cool.
Water.
Okay, life doesn't right?
Listen to me.
I move.
He's tired.
Plessis' eyes fucked up too. It's all swollen up. All right, I'm going to play some music over here. You all right, Bob?
Yeah, are you all right?
It looks like you're falling asleep. All right. All right, we're going into the second round. Hopefully I can get this back. It's just been locking up the entire time. Remember to subscribe to FUTV. Sorry about this. This is not exactly our best stream. We're kind of tired. Our dogs are barking. The card is locking up. It's just fucking annoying. But remember to subscribe because we are the greatest channel known to man. It's true. It's fucking true, people. It has to be because I said so. All right. We're going into round number, what is this, 3?
Yep.
Okay, Plessis is going to need to do some stuff, but it looks like Strickland is cut. Strickland has become the new MMA version of Floyd Mayweather. You think he's defense first. Kind of weird.
Strickland's not giving him the kicks. He's not blitzing, so it's harder for him to land.
All right, Plessis just blitzing in. Strickland throwing little touch jabs. There's a little teep kick to the body from Strickland. There's a little jab from Strickland that does nothing. Plessis' left eye is almost swollen shut, it looks like. He's getting touched up with little touch jabs. Plessis pressing forward. Still a big old headhunter. Plessis does not believe in body shots. There's an overhand right from Plessis. Plessis doesn't like leg kicks either, I guess.
Not staying on the back foot, following his game.
There's a leg kick from Plessis that does land.
The legs, even though he's getting checked, and just keep.
So Plessis is throwing leg kicks, which is smart. It is in boxing. It is, and he switches stances a lot. I don't know why. He needs to blitz in Plessis, sort of like Robert Whitaker. You know, it's like a jab straight left kick. That's what he has to do. He has to mix it up. I mean, this is MMA. He's having a boxing match with this guy. Yep. So Plessis, it's not looking good for Plessis because Strickland's defense is a very boxing oriented. And he's giving Strickland exactly what he wants. Again, what he has to do is a blitz. He has to do like a jab, straight. So it'll be like a left jab, right hand. And then you mix in the body shot. So you'll throw a kick to the body. So it'll be jab, straight, body shot. And the body shot's a kick or a head shot. And then you keep doing it to the body. And then at some point you switch it up and you go to the head. You got to mix it up like that. You can't just come in with this boxing style and throw overhands and all that.
Well, I mean, Dricus did throw a head kick. I don't think it connected, but he's trying to like mix it up a little bit.
He's not doing a good job. He's not feinting or anything. He's barely doing. He's not really the guy's. Like I said, he's got a defense oriented style. He's defense first, so all he's really doing is waiting for you to throw something. He's playing a game in there. He's poking at Plessis, and then he's throwing. You know, he's blocking. That's all he's doing. It's all blocking. Everything is waiting for you. He's just waiting. What Plessis should try to maybe wait for Strickland, right? Instead of pressing forward, maybe he should wait. He's doing a fucking Floyd Mayweather. That's what he's doing. You see this? It's actually kind of pathetic the way Strickland fights. It really is similar to Floyd.
It's interesting seeing Dricus get this like frustrated.
Yeah.
Because Dricus is pretty good.
He's throwing away a lot of strikes because he's so frustrated. There's a big overhand left from Plessis.
It's interesting seeing Strickland be the like very restrained, strategic.
That's what he does.
But I feel like he's not usually this reserved.
This is what I thought was funny about the Israel fight, that I really didn't even think Strickland won that fight. He got the one knockdown and they gave him the whole fight. He was exactly what he was in this fight. He's completely reserved. He's not throwing much of anything. He's almost completely defense minded. Like right now, look, Plessis is pushing the action. He's throwing the majority of the punches. He may not be landing clean, but he's actually throwing. Strickland is doing almost nothing. He's just throwing little touches. Yeah, Plessis missing like crazy.
But they're saying that Strickland is outstriking Plessis.
Yeah, which is crazy because do you see Strickland throwing anything?
No.
He's literally throwing nothing. Yeah, he landed two pokes, right? Those are fucking pokes. Strickland landed 2 pokes on Plessis, and he got nailed because the thing is, another thing with Strickland is he's not letting his hands go, so it's hard to counter. Plessis needs something to work off of. So Strickland's taking steps back and he's just poking Plessis with these little pokes. There's no weight on these punches. He's flat-footed. You know, you see, look at Strickland's feet. They're not very good. He's very flat-footed. Plessis, if he would have loaded up, he would have landed this right hand. He's just not, his timing is off.
Yeah.
Strickland is looking very nervous, but I mean, he's very good at playing this blocking game. Maybe Plessis should try some dirty boxing.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, maybe.
I think I would
try
definitely.
anything.
I definitely would give this round to Plessis just because Strickland's done really nothing. I mean, these little poke jabs he does. I don't think it's enough. It's not enough. All right, Strickland. There's not much to say. I mean, Strickland's backing up. He's going into like a shell. And there's a decent left hook from Strickland to end the round. All right, well, I guess I'll score the round. There's been some issues with the stream, so we haven't been really scoring it. I might not even score this one. Let's see if I can get the audio in here.
Just stay on our stick and lead the dance. Don't forget about your teeth. That was money in the bank. Watch your barriers. We start walking around here. When we get around the cage, he's going to start exploding on us, all right? Hey, this is where we start looking to drown this guy, okay? Pick your pace up on him. Read his guard. It's going linear. Every time he comes linear guard, find downstairs, hook around the hand. Okay?
He's tired. He's tired. He thought the loss. On the minutes, I want to take down.
Drickus is all fucked up looking. I mean, his eyes are going to be a problem. That one eye is swollen shut.
It doesn't even look like these guys know how to use an end swell correctly. Okay, we're going into round number 4 right now. Du Plessis' eye is fucked up, and it's really just with pokes. They're not even like real punches. They're like pokes. He's poking him with jabs. Du Plessis kind of waving his hands around, very confident. I think he notices that Strickland is slowing down. Really, he needs to really put it on him, get close, and start bringing it to him. But he has a very boxing-oriented style right now, while his opponent has a, he is, like I said, he has a very defense-oriented style where he pokes you. He kind of uses the range. He lets you walk into punches, and he throws mostly straight punches. Strickland throws mostly straight punches, so he catches you, come in, and Du Plessis likes to throw round punches, a lot of overhands, hooks. No uppercuts. I don't know where are the uppercuts? Where's the dirty boxing from Du Plessis? Right? Now Du Plessis pressing the action. He throws a big overhand left. He's trying to get a takedown on Strickland. Strickland's fighting it. This is what Du Plessis needs to do. You see this, Bob?
Yeah.
He needs to start making it dirty. He's trying to fight this guy's range. The thing is, again, Strickland, what he's doing is he's taking steps back, and he's catching Du Plessis with straight punches as he comes in. He's good at that. Strickland throws a decent little straight right hand. Strickland throws a little jab and touches Du Plessis on the forehead. Strickland just kind of standing his ground, just waiting to react. He's always reacting. Du Plessis has been frustrated from the beginning. He thought he was just going to go in there and blow him out with like one punch.
But it sounds like Strickland's corner was planning for this. Like, this is the game plan. Let him just work himself out. And Du Plessis is falling right into that.
He's frustrated. He just wants to lay hands on him, and he can't. He's hard to hit. It's a nice body shot from Du Plessis. Strickland's face is drenched in blood. I don't know what's happened. I don't know if it's from that eye or got hit with an elbow, but his face is like got blood all over it. It looks like it's coming from the forehead, right, Bob?
Yeah, that's like maybe an elbow or a kick or something.
Yeah.
Because that's like top of the head bleeding.
There's a nice left hook from Du Plessis that rocks Strickland. Strickland's going, it hurts so much that he's going for a takedown. That's how you know. Oh, and Du Plessis takes Strickland down.
Oh.
Strickland's face is drenched in blood right now. Du Plessis starting to get to him, I think.
Yep. I mean, that the volume of stuff that Du Plessis was throwing was bound to have an impact
It had
eventually.
to. Like I said, he was going to slow down at some point. We got 2 minutes and 32 seconds left in the 4th round. Du Plessis got a hold of Strickland. He's got him pressed up against the cage. Strickland lands a short elbow on Du Plessis' face. Strickland's face is drenched in blood. He ate a nice left hook from Du Plessis. Du Plessis' a big puncher, too. Really big. That's the thing with Du Plessis. Like, Strickland can play patty cake, but at some point, Du Plessis might rock him with one punch. And we're starting to see the damage. We got big right hand from Du Plessis on Strickland. This is when Du Plessis needs to put the pace on him. Because Strickland is slowing down. He's, like I said, you can't play patty cake forever. You only slip up once. Boom, another overhand right from Du Plessis. Strickland's right eye is all busted up.
Looks like he can't see because
There's
that was
head kick from Du Plessis that lands. Strickland, he's starting to put a pressure on Strickland. We got a minute and 50 seconds left in the 4th round, and Strickland is literally running away scared right now. Du Plessis going for another takedown, and he has got it. Strickland's down in his back. Strickland is down. He's trying to get back up.
He's looking very frustrated.
Yep, Strickland looked at the clock. Du Plessis getting real confident right now. He's going to need to get a knockout in this one. I think he's going to need a knockout possibly, but I'm not sure. He might actually be able to get it because I did count I think I gave Du Plessis the 2nd round. And Du Plessis is definitely winning the 4th round. He has Strickland pressed up against the cage right now. All right, we got Plessis lifted Strickland up, give him a fucking suplex. Strickland gets right back. He's getting up again. Strickland does not want to be on the ground. This is winning Duplessis the round. Duplessis really needs to just work on the strikes. I mean, Strickland's got blood. That overhand right is starting to land on Strickland now. Why would you change Duplessis change his stance? Like, for what? The overhand right is landing. Stay in your right-handed stance. Stupid.
I think he's trying to just get it done. He knows that he needs to do something big, so I think he's taking risks.
He needs to take it. I think this is Duplessis' best chance because Strickland's got blood all in his eye right now. He's gonna have issues seeing through that right eye. Or left eye, actually. It's a Strickland's left eye. Duplessis sees it, you know, it's good. He's confident. And there's a big overhand right from Duplessis. Strickland ducks. You see that, Bob? You know what Duplessis needs to do? He needs to fake the overhand right and throw a knee.
Oh, you see how
do you see? Because Strickland has a completely boxing-based style. And so what he's doing is when Duplessis throws this overhand right, Strickland ducks. He ducks down real low, too. That's a no-no in MMA. And we've come to the end of the 4th round. All right, so that would be the shot. If I was in Duplessis' corner, I'd say throw the overhand, and immediately after, don't load up on the overhand, but throw it. And then immediately throw your right knee as hard as possible. And Strickland might actually put his face right into that knee. Let's listen to this.
That little kid inside of us, Sean. Well, look at me. Save nothing for the swim home, baby. Save nothing for the swim home. Still, man. Let him work on this.
It's a right hand, the big right hand that cut Strickland's face.
Do not let
it's an overhand right from Strickland, but it landed with the thumb. Wasn't a good punch. It wasn't clean.
Championship shit.
But, you know, UFC guys don't know how to score. Okay, we're going into round number 5. Sorry about the technical problems, people.
He's tired. Take like a breath. Stay in the fight. Flow.
Okay.
Last round.
Round 5 here.
Perhaps the South Africans are starting to sense that their guy could have a lead as we arrive
at the championship round.
And final round. Round 5 is brought to you by Manscaped.
Strickland looking a little nervous right now.
Yep.
Visit manscaped.com now. We'll see if
Strickland's going to need to, I don't know what it is. We missed some of the stuff, but to me it looked like Duplessis got 2 rounds. This might be, whoever gets this round, I think is going to win this fight. Duplessis and Stevens are, not Stevens, what's his name? I'm forgetting his name now. Strickland. Stevens. It's right on the damn screen.
It's close.
Both men are in the middle of the ring. I keep trying to call him Stevens. Like, what the fuck? Strickland is throwing this little jab. Nothing really on it. It's kind of a push jab. And Duplessis just pushing it down. Strickland just throwing a straight jab, straight right, straight left jabs. He's like jabs with both hands. Look, you saw that hook, Bob? This is a terrible hook from.
Yeah.
There's a big overhand from Duplessis that smashes Strickland. Duplessis throwing a short left hook that nails Strickland. Nice jab that rocks Strickland's head back from Duplessis. Duplessis, you can't fuck with him, man. He punches really hard, but he's just had some issues landing. Strickland is incredibly hard to hit. That's the big thing, right, Bob?
Yeah, he really came in here understanding that he did not want to take too many of Duplessis' shots because Duplessis punches very, very hard. And I guess that was like the game plan. Let Duplessis work, stay out of the pocket, and hope for the best.
Yes, exactly. You don't want to get hit by this guy. Strickland covered in blood right now. Completely covered in blood. There's a big overhand from Strickland. Not clean at all. You know, he's not. Duplessis coming in with an awkward kind of jumping an elbow, very Tony Ferguson-esque. Duplessis throwing a jab, Strickland throwing an overhand. Duplessis blocks it. But once again, these MMA UFC guys don't know how to count punches. They don't know what's clean and what's not. Strickland throwing some overhands, but they're landing with the thumb area of the glove. Plessis just needs to take it to him, man. He's not throwing enough. Strickland's really not doing much himself. There's a big overhand from Plessis that lands right in Strickland's face. Plessis going for another takedown. Strickland stuffs it. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the 5th round. Plessis, both men need to go for it. Strickland's trying to, once again, fight in a defensively minded style. Plessis coming forward. He really needs to start throwing some leather, you know. We're at the end. Plessis throwing a little jab to the body. It's a partial. It's a tap, really. It wasn't even a partial. It was a tap to Strickland's body. He didn't put anything on it. Strickland landed a little jab, just the kind of jabs. He throws mostly jabs. There's an overhand right from Strickland that doesn't really land solid. There's another right hand from Strickland that lands. There's a shot to the body from Plessis that lands. Plessis always going for the bombs, right? He's always trying to knock you the fuck out with one punch. He needs to be more like Strickland, kind of just, vary your power. Touch, 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 overhand. You don't want to just go and load up on one punch every time, because when you miss, you're off balance. All right. All right, so what do you think, Bob?
I mean, I think that this has been not great fight.
All right, I think it's pretty good, actually.
It's okay, but it's kind of like watching Floyd Mayweather fight a little bit.
Yeah, it's sort of in a way, yeah.
Which is not my favorite. It's picked up definitely in the last 2 rounds for sure, but I would have liked to see a little bit more engagement.
I mean, Strickland literally just jabs. He just throws jabs. Like, these aren't like hard punch. Every once in a while he'll throw an overhand, but for the most part, Strickland just throws jabs. And he's the decent defense for MMA. There's a big overhand right from Strickland that's kind of a touching. Plessis needs to really load up, dude. Now he needs to load up. We got a minute left in the 5th round. You really got to take it to him, man.
I think he's going to have to knock him out, or Strickland is going to be the end still.
It's hard to score. I don't know. That's a big overhand from Plessis. It doesn't land solid. Strickland throws a big right hand. Doesn't land well. Both men are just winging at each other. Someone's trying to get a knockdown or hurt the other guy. Strickland come pressing forward. There's a right hand from Plessis that touch. There's an overhand right from Strickland. Both men are just trading overhands, man. But nothing's clean about any of this shit. Look at Plessis waving like, come on, motherfucker. Strickland went over both guys are throwing all kinds of overhands and missing everything. They're grazing with the arms. There's like nothing landing solid.
It's like the end of Guitar Hero when they're all just pushing all the buttons.
All right, we come to the end of the fight. I don't know who won this. I have no idea.
I think that they're gonna say the end still, because I don't think Plessis did enough. I don't know if he might have done enough. I don't know. I would be very surprised if they took it from Strickland.
Okay, we come to the end of the fight. People, we're going to watch the decision right now. Sorry, we didn't do our scores. I could have done it. I feel that I don't, the card's kind of freezing up a little bit, so I don't want to come up with a score when, I missed some of it. It froze up a little bit. So we're waiting for the decision right now. Just give us a second. We'll let you know what happened. Don't worry, it's going to be better next time. We are the greatest channel known to man. It's kind of an off stream. Okay. Don't worry, we love you, even though you're trash. Okay, let's listen to this. Hopefully it stays on long enough to hear this.
After that 4th round.
Well, I think that this just piping in the audio, flashing it, I think that that's a bit more compliant with what the UFC would like us to be doing.
Yes.
What a fight.
No, that's not it. They're showing a little bit of highlights from the previous round. Look, they're showing a highlight of a jab, Bob, and the jab barely even landed. The shit barely landed. They're showing a jab from Strickland that barely touched the guy.
I mean,
look, that shot didn't even touch. They're showing highlights of Strickland throwing punches that aren't even landing. Look at his head kick. Plessis.
Body kick from the challenger. A big right hand lands.
It's not exactly landed solid,
No, but I don't think anything was really landing all that solid.
I mean, these punches aren't solid at all that these guys are throwing. I think Plessis threw, more accurate punches. Let's see. Strickland throw. Look at these shots from Strickland. Strickland doesn't know how to punch. He doesn't know how to punch.
Well, if
he doesn't know how to throw hooks, that's for sure. He can throw a straight punch, not a hook.
If your primary strategy is just defense, then, I mean, do you really need to know how to punch?
Yes, you do. I mean, for any combat sport, you should know how to punch. Let's listen to this.
South Africa, but there's no overstating what it would mean were he to realize the UFC world title tonight. And what else can be said about Sean Strickland? There have actually been this week comparisons.
I should put an audio form in the TV, right? So when you listen, we can see the audio form in the TV.
That'd be cool.
I think that would be cool.
Really prior to winning the world title, but then breaking.
I'll put that on next time.
Yep. I just don't know what's going on with this stream.
Yeah, I'm not going to do this anymore. We're going to have to start getting these cards, I think, in order to actually properly watch these if they're going to be locking up like this.
I think that this is like an internet thing.
48-47 for the winner by split decision. And
Whoa, I'm very surprised.
All right, so we're gonna have Israel a la Lasagna is gonna come in the ring. I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to watch it again. It was fucking up. Plessis' face is all kinds of fucked up. So is Strickland's. I think Plessis is a little more damaged, but it's just Strickland. You know, is just pumping these. They're not even like hard jabs. They're
Honestly
just, like,
speaking, though, I'm glad because I feel like Plessis came to fight and Strickland came to roll.
He was Strickland was fighting in a very Floyd Mayweather-esque kind of style. It's all defense first, so you know it's hard to hit him because all he's thinking about is blocking. So what he'll do is he'll do a roll, straight right hand, jab straight. But it's not like a good jab straight, like a boxer would throw a jab straight. It's like a push kind of punch. It's a flick. It's like a flick, right? So it's hard to land a bomb on a guy who's just throwing flick, little flick, like he's doing a little cheat, like in a video game. All right, so Plessis is the new light heavyweight champion.
Is that his dad?
I'm guessing it is. Okay, Plessis' parents are in the ring, and I guess his wife. Or his girlfriend, actually. I don't think he's married. What is with that? So our dogs are barking again. All right, Plessis getting interviewed.
I'm here with the new champion, Dracus du Plessis. Dracus, how does that sound? Thank you so much, Canada. Can I get my flag? Coach, flag. I want my flag. This is history. South Africa.
All right, I'll be right back, people.
Dracus, you so proudly represent this nation. What does it mean to your country to have a UFC champion? I don't know, but I can tell you right now, South Africa, we can probably, if we all go silent, hear them from outside. That country is amazing. Thank you, South Africa. Thank you. They are going crazy. This is history. We love it. That's your country, right?
This is very cool.
Dracus, did you think you had done enough to get the victory when you walked to the center? Listen, let me tell you this. I honestly thought with the takedowns I made sure on every round, I could feel it was a close fight. I definitely gave him the first round. I tried to get that takedown in the first to try and level the playing field. And I felt that he gets up really well, but I can get under him and get him down because I'm stronger. But I felt the first 3 rounds was give and take, but those last 2 rounds, I know. Everybody said when it goes past halfway, and I had a point to prove. How's that for round 4 and 5? Who says this guy's not a 5-round fighter? What did I tell you? Dracus, let's take a look at your work. Earlier in the week, you said you had to make him go backwards, and you did that the entire time. How focused on that were you going into this fight? Absolutely, that was our game plan. I mean, he has a super strong jab. It's almost like he doesn't open his hand. He has this clenched fist. Every time he hits you with that jab, it feels like somebody hit you with a rock. It's very deceptive the way he throws his jab, and he can turn it into a left hook. He does that very well. But it was imperative that I made this and go backwards. And it took me a while because I knew if I kept on pressuring, heel pressure. But you know, if I'm pressuring like this physique, I promise you're going to get tired. And that was the game plan. I got tired too, but I had to fight for it tonight. And Sean Strickland,
he's throwing a lot of overhands.
Yeah.
I tried to kill you in here tonight. Didn't quite get there, but you are one hell of a man.
Yeah. He was saying how when Strickland jabs you, it feels like you're being hit with a rock.
Yeah. He's got a stiff jab. I mean, it's not really any weight on it, but he's good. It's a good flick. He's got a good straight right hand, Strickland. But he's got a good straight right hand, Strickland.
You are now the champion.
But he doesn't throw hooks very well.
Do you start to think about what's next for Dracus du Plessis? You have a lot of rivalries out there, and there are people lining up to get a shot at the new champ. Yeah, well, I mean, I saw Alex Pereira get into the cage, and I thought, well, okay, here we go again. Let's do the face-off right now. Let's see if I can recover in time. But it looks like that's not happening.
But right now, I have to tell you, man, I'm really enjoying this. I would love. There was another guy who tried to take my.
Okay, here. Okay, so it looks like Lasagna is gonna come in the ring.
Get into the cage tonight, but Israel Lasagna, get your ass.
Up.
That's the fight that they wanted originally, was the Lasagna fight.
Hopefully he can hold on to this belt for a little while.
Yeah, he might. I don't know. I didn't like that he was winging punches out like that, but.
Sean, was this the fight that you expected? Was there anything that surprised you about Drake Du Plessis in there?
Hey, I called it. From the day one, it was going to be a fucking war. Hats off to the new champ. Fucking, it was a goddamn war. I'm salty. I'm going to say I won that, but maybe I was being a fucking pussy. Before I get here, let me get this for a sec. Canada, I fucking love you guys. You welcome me. I feel like you guys are my family. I told you I was.
Wasn't he talking all kinds of trash about Canada?
He's talking about Trudeau.
Let's run it back. Congrats, champ. You're the man. I'm out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the former middleweight champion, Sean Strickland.
The issue with Strickland is it's just all patty cake.
Yeah.
You know? He's got some good jabs, some decent jabs. I guess decent straight right hand, but he's just too much of that. If he was fighting a sharpshooter who was very accurate with his straight hands, you know, he would have to start working on his bombs, because he really doesn't throw a lot of bombs. I mean, you remember when he dropped Israel? I mean, he hit him with like 20,000 hooks, and it did nothing to him, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
Strickland hit him with like a billion fucking hooks. And Izzy was like, what? Did I just get hit by a fly? I mean, he couldn't hurt him. He hit him with one perfect right straight. You know, outside of that, he just couldn't hurt the guy.
I mean, he's just a great representation of the sport. What a champion he's going to be.
But he did throw a lot. He threw a lot of different techniques. He was, even though Strickland was being a very frustrating opponent, he like didn't give up. And he was like, all right, well, I'll try this. I'll try this. I'll try this.
A lot of overhands. A lot of overhands. And then he started landing. Strickland was trying to go, you know, blow for blow. He was throwing his own overhands, but his overhands just aren't very good. Strickland's overhands are just he needs to work on his technique when it comes to his hooks, like his hooks and his overhands and his uppercuts. And also, when you saw how he was ducking into the shot, that's a terrible mistake. Like if he was fighting Israel, but obviously he already beat Israel, but Du Plessis, his team should have really called that. Because when you see a guy making a move like that, where they duck and they do it every single time you throw an overhand, that's how you catch him, right? You're like, oh, you do that, huh? So the next time I'm going to throw an overhand and I'm going to put not even half as much energy on it, and I'm just going to load up on a knee, right? So I basically throw like a quarter of an overhand or less, and just really like pretend, like grunt my teeth and pretend it's going to be real hard just to get him to duck. And then bam, I'll just hit him with that knee. All right, so we got Du Plessis walking around. I think this really deserves a rematch. It should be an immediate rematch.
I'm surprised that neither of them said anything about a rematch.
He did. He said, let's run it back. Strickland just said, let's run it back. I mean, Du Plessis, you can tell he's limping right now. So, I mean, like I said, Strickland is probably one of the first UFC fighters that is completely defensive-minded. He's very defensive-minded. And he's also really good at throwing the shots. He's like a cheap character in a fighting video game. Like, he does the cheapest thing possible, right? So it's like he does a block and then he'll throw a straight punch, like a flick real quick. And so it's real hard to counter him because he just throws that real quick straight punch. And he doesn't load up. But Du Plessis, one of his big mistakes is that he loads up too much. He doesn't throw a lot of feints and he doesn't mix it up enough. He was fighting a very boxing-oriented style tonight. He just needs to throw more kicks. He needs to work on some stuff, but he is still really good. And he's fucking super crazy strong. His striking is, at least. The guy knocked Whitaker out pretty much with a jab. Yeah. So he got a lot of pop in those shots.
Well, he's just an incredibly physical fighter. Like, he doesn't have a limb that isn't a weapon. It's not like, oh, well, he's really good at this. He seems to be really good at everything. You know, he's definitely got a little bit of room to improve. Everybody does,
yes, he does.
But I think that just in terms of raw potential and talent, he's got a lot going for him.
Yes, he does. He does. All right, I'm gonna turn off the ducking just now since we're since the card has come to an end. Give me 1 second. Just gonna turn the fucking ducking off. I don't need it anymore. All right. All right. Let's put some music on. We're going to talk about the card, and then we're going to get the fuck out of here. But first, let me lower this a little bit. All right. We're going to check and we're going to see what happened in the comments. I wanted to do a dual stream, but got here real late, people, as always, right?
We got here right on time.
All right,
as
for
always.
anybody who doesn't know, we did a rescore of the George St. Pierre versus who was it? George St. Pierre versus Johnny Hendricks yesterday. We had Johnny Hendricks winning. What did we do, Bob? I gave St. Pierre 2 rounds. You gave St. Pierre what? No rounds?
I think I gave St. Pierre like 1 round.
Did you?
I think I gave him the third round.
It was a clean sweep. Yeah,
if I recall correctly, I think I gave him the third.
I think I was being generous. I think I could have given Johnny the whole fight. All right, so we did that, and YouTube took it down. I'm trying to get it back on the channel, but you can find it if you go into the community section on our page on Foo TV on YouTube, and the link to Rumble is in there. So if you want to watch that rescore,
if we ever get taken down, we are live on Rumble.
Yes.
So if the stream goes down, just migrate over there.
Yes, we're trying to do dual streams from now on. I wasn't able to do it tonight, but the next one will be a dual stream. We're gonna do a rescore, the John Jones versus Dominic Reyes on either Monday or Tuesday. I have a date set for Monday, but I'm not 100% sure that we'll be able to do it. But I think we're gonna try to do it on Monday, towards later in the day. Yeah. So what did you think of the card, Bob? What we saw? If it was, hopefully it doesn't fuck up like the next time we do this. But yeah, it was locking up a lot, people.
It wasn't what I was expecting, We've had a lot. We've been fortunate to have a lot of exciting cards lately, a lot of exciting fights. I think the first 2 fights were just kind of eh.
Yeah.
I enjoy watching Dricus fight. I was a little bit frustrated by Sean's style, but I can see the wisdom in it, but I do think that you are playing a very risky game if you're doing the Floyd Mayweather and you're not Floyd Mayweather.
Yes. It's not a good idea if you're fighting a big striker. The thing with Plessis, as hard as he hits, he's not like a well-seasoned striker, right? He's not incredible. He's not a sharpshooter, right? One of his issues is that he doesn't set traps. He was walking into a lot of shots because he really doesn't set anything. Like I said, that knee was really the shot to go for. That would have been the fucking knockout blow if Plessis would have timed that. He kept going for the overhand. And that really isn't... I mean, it's a decent shot, but really what he should have done is gone to the body and opened up the head and then gone for the overhand. Instead, it was just a kind of like a match of attrition, Bob?
Yeah.
We had 2 fights like this.
Yeah, where it was just they were grinding each other into pulp.
Both fights. It was the co-main event and the main event. It was just all about stamina pretty much. Yeah. It was just pure stamina. Not too big into that, but Plessis looks like he might be he is a force to be reckoned with. Strickland is too. Strickland did show that he does have a lot of abilities that are pretty impressive. Probably has one of the best defenses in the UFC. I mean, boxing defenses. And he did check a lot of kicks as well.
But I think that with Strickland, if it goes to a decision, I feel like he is going to be more likely to lose because he is primarily defensive.
Yes. He doesn't throw enough strikes, and he doesn't throw the bombs either. He's just not a big puncher. And I think one of the big issues is the fact that he's very accurate with the straight punches. When you're not moving your head. A lot of these guys aren't taking their head off the line. They're literally walking forward in a straight line. That's one of their biggest issues. They're walking forward in a straight line. They're not cutting angles and hitting him with straights, which is another thing you got to do against him. He's wide open for everything when you do that, right? Because he doesn't take his head off the line as well. Strickland's stiff as a board. He's good at avoiding the, like I said, the round strikes. But if you throw straight at him, when a guy's pulling his head back, the best thing to throw is a fucking straight punch into his face and step in with it. Plessis was just kind of, I just think Strickland, he's good, but he's got a lot of cracks in his game, I guess. Some people would say wrinkles. That's the new thing. I've heard people say wrinkles. It's like, what? Wrinkles is a good thing? Usually you're trying to iron out your wrinkles. No, he needs less wrinkles.
Well, that's a holdover from the fashion world. There's a few different big designers that are putting like incredibly wrinkled garments down the runway as some sort of a commentary on class. But yeah, wrinkles. This is like that scene out of The Devil Wears Prada, where she's like, you think you're just wearing a blue sweater because you like blue sweaters, but you're wearing that particular shade of blue because someone in this room picked it for you.
There was a movie I saw years ago. It was something out of Las Vegas. It was called, I think, or California. It was about some rich, or maybe it was the movie Made to Order. You ever saw that?
I don't know.
Made to Order. The guy, his maid ironed his shirt, and he says, "Oh, you can't do that. That's like a Louis Vuitton wrinkle." Like it was supposed to have wrinkles in it. It's like the dumbest thing ever. I'm pretty sure they would make that, right, and sell it for like fucking $18,000.
But that's what I'm saying. They're sending down couture looks that are just, they look like you shoved it in the back of a locker at the bottom of a gym bag and left it there for 3 months. And they're like, yes, this is the moment. This is the move. This is the decision to make.
Yeah, so I got a pair of like fucking rain boots from like Walmart that are black. And I went online and I saw these people wearing like these $4,000 like Balenciaga rain boots. And they cost $4,000 and they look identical to the fucking boots I got for $20. I find that to be insane.
Don't reveal your secrets.
Oh yeah, sorry. They're Balenciaga rain boots. They're part of the missing or found whatever collection, whatever bullshit name they came up with.
Farmer Chic.
Yeah, Farmer Chic. I'm gonna go check for a second to see if this Chris Cyborg fight is over. There was I don't know if it was boxing or MMA or what, but I know that Chris Cyborg fought tonight. I think it might be boxing. Let's see. I'm gonna see if it's still up. I'm checking right now for that. It might have ended because that one started at 10 o'clock as well. Okay. Yeah, I don't see it. It's probably done. I'm gonna go check on the site and see if it's done. Yeah. So weird card. We have 2 new champions.
Yeah.
I think Strickland has more of a chance to hold on. Not Strickland. Duplessis. He has a better chance of holding on to that title. I think Pena. I think she's gonna lose that.
Pennington. Who the hell is Pena?
Pena's the other lady. Yeah. I think she's Mexican or something. That's the one that knocked out Amanda Nunes.
Ah, yeah.
Pena. They're talking about Pena versus Amanda Nunes. Not Amanda Nunes. What the
Pennington.
fuck? Pennington. I don't want to see that. You know what I want to see?
What?
If I was the UFC, I'd get Ronda Rousey back in there because I think Ronda Rousey can crush not only Pennington, but she can also crush Pena. I think she'll crush both of them.
Yeah.
And if she does that, she would one up Amanda Nunes. If she was to come in there and take Pena out in like 1 round, I think that would be a huge statement for her legacy. And from there, she would retire. It also would be a super fight, wouldn't it?
It would.
Huge celebrity to come back.
Because the UFC kind of did her dirty.
They really did. They really did. They shit all over her when she took those losses. Yeah. And I mean, and you also got to give her some fucking credit. She took the best shots Amanda Nunes could dish out, and she did not get knocked out. She was actually disappointed when they stopped the fight. People forget that. That fight was stopped while Ronda was on her feet. She didn't even get knocked down.
She protested it pretty aggressively.
Yeah, she was pissed off when they stopped it. And yeah, her biggest issue is that she thought she was a striker. Her stupid ass coach got in her head and she thought she was just going to knock everybody out. She's not smart. It's not fucking smart.
Yeah, but we see that happen, right? Like somebody becomes very successful on a particular set of skills and then they decide they're headhunters.
I mean, it's
when they like literally never were headhunters, but then because they've got success under their belt, they're like, oh yeah, now I've just magically become this super power puncher, like precision fighter. And it's like, what?
I've seen it before. I saw a fighter in MMA. The guy was a pure fucking wrestler. He went to a Muay Thai coach who's training with him for like 6 months. This guy had him so brainwashed that he said, you're gonna win like the fucking Muay Thai world title or something. So he comes into the MMA ring and he's in the Muay Thai gear.
Yeah.
He's coming in the ring and he says, the guy who told the story, he said that he was terrified because he thought the guy had like amazing Muay Thai. Because the Muay Thai guys wear the head stuff. Like
that little head dangle.
Yeah, they wear this thing around their head. And he's coming in there with the fucking like tassels around his elbows and all that. And so he says that he actually stood like, This guy, you know, he wasn't really a striker, but the guy was afraid of his striking the whole time. And so he took him down. And yet this is that guy's discipline was to fucking, you know, he was a ground guy who pretended to be a Muay Thai guy.
That is genius.
Right? Was that amazing?
That is genius.
I think he still ended up losing, but I thought it was funny that he got that dude unintentionally got in the other fighter's head and got that guy to kind of work into his game, which he was he was a ground guy. All right, I'm going to look up what's going on, what kind of fights we're going to do. I think we're going to do another fight next Saturday. Let's see. Give me 1 second.
No.
Please, 1 second, please.
No.
I need a second.
No.
Okay, we're looking on the top rank to see what's going on. I think we have a fight. I think, do we have Teofimo Lopez? Is that this month? Am I wrong? I'm gonna go look up the schedule, people, real quick. Yeah, give me one fucking second. Can you give me a fucking second?
Absolutely not. No seconds. 0 seconds for you.
I thought we have a Munguia, I think, is fighting next week.
Who now?
Munguia. You don't know who Munguia is, bro?
That sounds like a
okay.
food
No,
item.
Teofimo Lopez is fighting February 8th. He's got these posters are ridiculous. Doesn't this look so fucking cheesy?
It does.
I have
Is
to
that
show
like
this.
the official?
That's the official poster.
Wow.
People, I'm going to show you this fucking poster. Like, I got to lower this. This is weird. All right, we're going to get the Foobot in here for a second. He has a message for us. All right, Foobot. What's up, bro? All right. Something about what was that thing he was singing earlier? Yeah, he was singing something.
He had a song.
You know who the best by the hour. This like Rosie O'Donnell at a bisexual bridal shower. It ain't
Or bisexual bridal shower, huh?
for real.
That's
Look at this
a
dinner,
lot of
man,
syllables.
with dinner, the grill. See, I'm the best. I told you that. This dude like that.
It's pretty
he
good,
ran
it's
in
pretty
front
good.
of the cat. Now I messed up, but I'ma stay on top. They told me, man, but you know, I'm never gonna flop. Look at this dude, he need to stay in the shade. Ain't no wonder why he came out. He already in the gay parade.
What
I told you, man,
the shit
I got you.
is
Roasted
Foobot
like
on
ever.
about?
You don't know, but my rhymes, they straight up clever. So you step down.
Sound like a
off the
remix of the
pedestal.
Terminator.
I'm the best, man. You need to go to the fucking
It sounds
dental.
like he's had a stroke.
You need to go to the fucking dental.
Huh?
Fucking dental. All right, so this is the card for the wait. What the fuck's up with that? Give me 1 second. This is glitching out a little bit because it keeps playing the tracks. It shouldn't be doing that. You see that thing is pumping on his chest. That's the audio form. It shouldn't be doing that. That's annoying. Okay, I got something else he wants to say. He actually was picking Sean Strickland to win the fight. You know that?
Really?
Yeah, the Foobot was picking him.
Come on, Foobot. We expect
Subscribe to my OnlyFans. Yes, it's true. I have an OnlyFans
Oh, man, Foobot.
filled up with robot cocks. My robo penis and me in underwear. This is Foobot. Destroy, 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 destroy. See you later. I am.
Okay, Foobot, that was pretty fucked up. You got an OnlyFans?
He's only existed for a day, and he's already been corrupted.
Yeah, he's a fucking disgusting, Foobot. You disgust me, you goddamn degenerate. Sorry for saying that. I'm sorry. All right, this is the poster for the up-and-coming Teofimo
This looks
Lopez card.
fake.
What the
Are
fuck
you
is up
sure
with these
that's
posters?
real?
Yeah, that is the poster for the Teofimo fight. What is this? This is a fucking circus theme?
It's the what is it? The showman.
That's so stupid. Look, if you're gonna have a fight, you gotta have the guys doing a fucking face-off. Don't just have them staring at the camera with fucking elephants behind them and like a girl on a rope thing and T.O. smiling. Like, what the fuck? Is that Miguel Cotto?
This is so bizarre.
I know, that's Ortiz. But
That
he
is
looks like
so
Cotto a little
bizarre.
bit. Yeah, that's fucking weird. Joe Pesci, what do you think of this shit?
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
I mean, it might be a pretty good fight. You know, it'd be crazy if Ortiz beat Tio. That'd be nuts. I don't know. It's probably going to be a good fight. Just saying. I just thought it was weird that's out of all the posters they could have came up with, what the fuck? That's it? That's some fucking bullshit, bro. It really is. What the hell are they thinking? What the hell are they thinking?
I think they hired someone on Fiverr to make that poster in 15 minutes.
What's Fiverr, Bob?
It's a freelance, like, gig economy site.
Gay economy?
I said gig.
I thought you said gay.
I did not.
Gay! All right, so there's the poster there. It's pretty stupid looking. All right, so we're probably going to be doing the doom scroll this week for damn sure. That's for damn sure. It has to happen, Bob. I'm sorry, it has to.
Why are you sorry?
I don't know, but it's got to happen. Let's see. I got to see my audio form. I don't want to get drowned out by our weird music. All right, so are you looking forward to the doom scroll, Bob?
Always.
I'm going to open up some water here, if you know what I mean. All right. It is water, people. It's not beer or anything. This episode of FU Sports has been brought to you by the Hug Team. Floyd Mayweather's Hug Team. Don't you just want to get hugged?
I mean...
What?
Sean Strickland really did not want to get hugged. That was why he fought the way he did.
Sean Strickland? Yeah. I mean, he fights like Floyd, but without the hugging.
Yes.
Right?
He's the opposite of Floyd. They are two sides of the same
UFC
coin.
167. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to put that out there. All right. Here's Johnny Hendricks and GSP's face after their fight. Just saying. Johnny Hendricks won that fight. We rescored it. It is on rumble.com. It's what is it? FU Sports on rumble.com. Look it up, people. Subscribe. Follow. Do that shit. It's cool.
Is anybody on Twitch? We're thinking about streaming over there too.
Yeah,
so if anybody has experience with Twitch, drop it in the comments. Let us know.
Yeah, if you're into Twitch, we're on there. We're going to be doing shit on there. I didn't see any robberies tonight on this card. I did see just a lot of fights that ended because of stamina. That Neil Magny fight really was a shocker, wasn't it?
It was. That was very
underdog,
surprising because he was losing the whole way. Yeah, it was an 1,100 to 1 underdog.
Yeah, he was a huge underdog in that fight. He ended up coming back at the very end of the fight. We had him losing the first 2 rounds, and we had him losing the majority of the 3rd round as well, and then he came back, got a full mount in the finish. Sorry, Beat, I had to drink some water. All right. So, let's cover up that fucking card that looked like shit. What the hell? All right, and so yeah, I think Munguia's fighting John Ryder next week. Give me 1 second. We're gonna check that out. Let's see. It's what is today? The 21st. So yes, it is next week. I just want to see which day. I think it might be on Saturday. Okay, let's look at this. Let's zoom in this. Tell me, Bob. Where is the all right, I gotta zoom this in, people. All right, here we go. All right, so here it is. This is an article about the fight. Okay, let's look for the date. When's the date? It's the 27th. So it's the 27th of next week. What time is that? That's on a Saturday, right, Bob? Am I wrong?
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna go check that out real quick. All right, the 27th is on a Saturday. So yes, next Saturday, Munguia will be fighting John Ryder. And I think that's a big fight. If Munguia wins this one in impressive fashion, that kind of sets up a Canelo fight. You imagine Munguia knocked this guy out in like 1 or 2 rounds? That'd be insane. Or even 3 rounds. I mean, Canelo wasn't able to knock John Ryder out. So this is definitely a great fight for that Oscar set up for Munguia. All right, I don't know. I don't see the time, but I'm kind of blind. I don't see very well. And I'm having to look across the whole fucking room to see the screen.
I don't think they have a time listed.
Yeah, I don't see a time on there. Anyway, people, we need to watch a couple of things, and we're going to get the fuck out of here.
You punk ass white boy. Come in and tell me that if I fuck you in your ass, you punk white boy, you faggot. You can't touch me. You're not man enough. I eat your ass. I broke my back. I broke my back.
Spinal.
Head move back. Head move back. Head move back. Head move back. Straight together, you punk ass white boy.
Okay, that was a bit random.
It was.
Oh, beautiful. Guess what? You couldn't wipe my drawers. You hear me?
Do I need to do one more remix before we get out of here, Bob?
I think so.
All right, here we go. I'm going to give this a try. All right, and then we're going to get the F out of here, right? All right. Okay, I got to get the music first. Where is it? All right, here it is. All right, we're going to try our remix right now. We're going to start out soft.
Oh, beautiful. Guess what? You couldn't wipe my drawers. You hear me? Oh, beautiful. Guess what? You couldn't wipe my drawers. You hear me? Oh, beautiful. Guess what? You couldn't wipe my drawers. You hear me? Oh, beautiful. Guess what? You couldn't wipe my drawers. You hear me? Oh, beautiful. Guess what? You couldn't wipe my drawers. You hear me? Oh, beautiful. Guess what? You couldn't wipe my drawers. You hear me? Oh, beautiful. Guess what? Oh, beautiful. Guess what? You couldn't wipe my drawers.
All right, I fucked that up a little bit, didn't I?
No, I think that it was perfect.
It was hard to do. I got to put the booty hole brown right next to the beautiful guess what. That's what I need to do, right, Bob?
I think that it was great.
All right, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I got it now.
My booty hole brown. Oh, beautiful. Guess what? You couldn't wipe my drawers.
You know what I like to do? I like to add the Deontay Wilder to Till This Day. Let's see if that works. That's actually really good together with this one. I just can't find it. I feel like I don't know. I just can't find it.
Not only is there a man in his cabinet, but the man is a midget.
He is so ridiculous.
All right, thank you, Alex Jones. Thank you for coming on the show. And thank you all for coming and watching us try to do a play-by-play. Don't worry, we'll do better next time. We had some technical issues, but we're ironing them all out. This is the greatest channel known to man. This is FUTV, people. This is fucking FUTV. Remember to fucking subscribe, and we love you, and we rescue dogs. And remember, this card was shit. I'm just kidding. It wasn't shit. But some of the fights were kind of shitty.
Yeah.
I thought they were. I don't know. That co-main event was shit. I thought it was kind of shit. What do you think, Bob?
Not the most exciting card.
No, not the best. I wish it wasn't fucking up, but we'll iron that all out, people. There's a lot of technical issues. We had a lot of dog things going on, but we're going to get better, as we always do. So, for me and Bob, we want to wish you a fucking good night. But first, is there any comments, Bob? Do we have to look for comments? We're just going to check one last time. See if anybody has anything. Maybe they added something that they want us to rescore or whatever. All right. So there's like millions of comments. I can't read them all right now. But we're going to be getting out of here, people. Once again, we want to thank you for coming. And remember, tune into FUTV. We're getting better and better all the time, people. We just keep building and building and building. We're getting better and better and better. And it's not going to stop. Just remember to subscribe. The Doom Scroll is coming up soon. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe.
And there's going to be another rescore on Monday, right?
Yes, we're doing John Jones versus Dominic Reyes. Yes, it's happening, people. We did the George St. Pierre, Johnny Hendricks. You know how long I've been saying we were going to do that one?
And then we did it, and U-Cylinder.
U-Cylinder removed it, but I'm fighting it right now. I'm fucking fighting it for you. I'm fighting it for you.
U-Cylinder is oppressive.
They're pretty
and
fucking
racist.
oppressive. They're racist. They're oppressive. They hate me because I'm a man of color. I don't know.
You're beige.
I don't know. Let's wash this fucking shit off and get the fuck out of here. All right, people. See you later.
Good night.
Retro. sucker residents?
God damn you, stop calling here.
Isn't this sports?
Didn't I just say fuck you?
I took you off the fucking...
What are you doing?
Me? Everything's a reflection of this. When you reflect that, you reflect music. I reflect it in the music.
What are you doing?
Everything's a reflection of this. When you reflect that, you reflect music. I reflect it in the music. Everything's a reflection of this.
What are you doing?
I took you off the fucking house!
Judgment, I'll sue.
Great ass!
Come on, pup. Judgment, I'll sue. Purchase your tracks.
Great ass! You think you're big time? You're gonna fucking die! Big time!
Scared like a little white pussy. Scared of the real man. I'll fuck you till you love me, faggot.
I'm gonna fuck you. Get the fuck out of here, man.
When I think of asses, woman's ass, something comes out of me.
When you have a relationship with a man,